Look, don't do that to me. Hey guys, I'm so sorry I'm late. I couldn't get anything to work right today. Yeah, it is. Hey, no, one more. Oh, yeah. Okay. Hey Kia. Hey Hitman Miguel. Hey Cool Chris. Hey JT.
Gang shit.
He's so stupid. I don't know if nobody gonna join this live. I ain't prepared. We just here. How y'all doing? Hey Cool Chris. Hey Desmond. Yo, shout out to the richest KiKi. Do your thing, sis. I hope. Hey Philly Philly. How y'all doing tonight? So I appreciate y'all still jumping in. I had a guest, but she had to cancel at the last minute. But I still wanted to jump on here for a few seconds. I'm gonna do a question and answer if y'all got questions, or ask KiKi if you want to ask me something. If not, and then I'm going to bed. Hey Letitia, babe. Hey Logan. Hey Bootsy. Thank you, Kia. So what y'all up to? I actually feel so insecure because I'm usually prepared and I literally have nothing, no material, no nothing. I'm depending on y'all to participate. This is so weird for me because y'all don't be participating right. Um. So, anywho, how y'all doing tonight? And what questions do y'all have for me? If we're gonna make this a quick live, then that's what it'll be. Kia, is that a Louis Vuitton hat? No, absolutely not. Hey, April. Um, Kia, I ain't got no money like that. Not for no hat. For Louis Vuitton. Sorry. Mm, how long? What? Which direction I want to go? I don't know. Hey, Michael. So again, I have no material. I had a guest, and unfortunately, she had something come up, so she had to cancel. So that left me very vulnerable. But I hadn't seen y'all in a minute. I promised that I would be back this week. Would let me be clear. So I wanted to be a woman of my word. So I showed up with no notes, with no nothing. So, um, Kia, what has been getting me through this pandemic? That's a really good question. I'm barely holding on, like seriously. But no, let's see. I pray a lot. I have a lot of a big social life, even still with this pandemic. Even though we can't get together a lot, we do a lot of virtual stuff. And then I'm busy with work and writing all the time, so I won't even lie. It's been some components of the pandemic that has worked really well for me. I'm not stuck in traffic all day and rushing from one place to another one. I had a very, very, very active social life before. Like I would never say no to anything, so I constantly had stuff to do. And I won't even lie, it's kind of refreshing not to always have to go, go, go. Like, I've been spending some time just getting to know me. So that's been good. So pretty much that's what's been getting me through. But I ain't gonna lie, I'm getting to that point now where I'm antsy. I'm ready to go. I'm sick of being here. Um, I be drinking a lot. So it's time for me to get a vaccination or for this shit to go away or something. So that I can get back to me. I never want to be as active or as social as I was before, but I definitely need to get out of this house. How long have me and Mike been together? To this year in August to make 17 years. We will be married for 13 years in August. Hey Travis, how you doing? You happy to be back, Chris? I'm happy you've been putting up active, consistent videos. You've been having me cracking up all week, and trust me, I've been needing it this week. So y'all go check Cool Chris out. FB Boogs, I ain't nothing new, nothing. How did you and Mike meet? We met at this sports bar called Dugan's. It's a crazy story. I mean, it ain't really that crazy. We was at a sports bar, and it was a fight on. I still to this day can't remember who was fighting, but I thought he was looking at me. He was actually watching the TV, but I was looking at him. Nonetheless, he still told me to come talk to him, and we started talking. We went on a date the next day, which was August 1st, and we've been together ever since. Like, never broke up, never. did any of those things. I be thinking about breaking up with him every day though. Like seriously. So um how's the weight loss journey? It's going okay. Like it's going okay. I'm to a point now where I'm not sure this 20 pounds gonna happen by March 3rd, but it's a goal for me, period. So I'm gonna keep pushing after that. And it ain't gonna happen for Mike ass either. So I'm gonna keep $1,000. But it's going all right. Not as great as I would like it to be. Um let's see what else we got in here. If somebody wants to join me, I'm going to drop the invite link. Um like I said, this is very random and just me showing up because I promised that I would. And we talk about so much stuff on Friday Night Lives. I doubt that y'all have any real questions, but you can ask me anything and I'll answer with the truth. Um, if not, if I ain't gonna get no questions, I'm gonna go to bed. I ain't playing with y'all. Have you discovered new things about yourself you didn't realize until this pandemic? I have. I have discovered a lot of stuff. Like I struggle with putting myself first. I did this exercise. I did the exercise where I said, if I removed everything from my life, if I removed my job, if I removed my family, hardly jarring Mike, if I removed everything that I constantly invest in every day, who would I be? And I'm still trying to figure that out. So I realized that I'm so busy all the time and I'm so involved and so active with taking care of my family till sometimes I struggle to know who I am as an individual. So that is probably one of the biggest things that has come to fruition for me during this pandemic. How long have you guys been in Atlanta, and are you guys in the suburbs? We're damn near in the country, to be honest with you, but we are in the suburbs, and we were born and raised in Atlanta, never been anyone else. Um, what's the next financial goal you and Mike are looking to accomplish? Hmm. Can you be more specific? Because financially, I'm a big saver. I'm a big investor as well. So I save and invest how I can. So financially, I meet my goals all of the time. I mean, we've been contemplating buying a new house. Not exactly sure if we're gonna do that, but I don't know if that's specifically what your question is. So if you can elaborate a little bit more, I'd appreciate it. Street money. Hey, KiKi. Antoinetta, how can I invest in stock if you don't mind me asking? It's so many ways that you can do it. If you're just starting out, I would suggest like one of those apps like Robinhood or something that you can get your feet wet, put a couple of dollars in, get a better understanding of how stocks work. It's very informative. It has a lot of information there. I think once you get a little bit more acclimated with understanding it, then you can grow into bigger stocks or bigger um, investment opportunities. So that's where I would suggest to start. That's where I started myself, and it really was very helpful. Or hey, pay off a home, start a new business, fund your children's education. Our children's education is already being funded. Our house is very close to being paid off, and I can barely run this damn publishing business. I ain't gonna lie to you. The only thing I'm interested in is writing. So I'm where I want to be. Mike would have to answer that question for himself. He's really not a businessman like that. Like he a little bit different when it comes to that type of stuff. So but for me, definitely want to pay off this house within the next couple of years if we don't decide to buy another one. And even if we did, I wouldn't mind paying this one off still, but we'll have to see how that works out. How do you guys like doing this YouTube thing? Um, I don't know. Like I like being here. I like making new relationships. I like conversing with people that I don't know. I just think that you can't learn and grow if you constantly surround around the same people. And even though y'all are virtual and I very seldomly see anybody's face, it does feel like real relationships from time to time. So I enjoy it. I won't lie and say to you that I don't really have the time to invest in like regular everyday videos. Like we want to do so much more with the richest station, but we just don't have time. Like y'all wouldn't believe that me and Mike are like we very rarely hang out with each other. He works and he goes away for work and I'm here, and when we get home we got hardly And we constantly so busy till we literally have to carve out time to make everything work. So when y'all get a video, it's literally because it's like, hey, we got to be intentional about putting this video up. We got to do what we need to do. So it has pros and cons. It's cool. Like, I'm thankful that it's not something that we dependent on for money. We can actually do it for fun. We can do whatever we want to do. So that's one of the things that I do appreciate. A couple of things I don't appreciate is I like a positive space. I like a positive environment, and sometimes you just can't control who joining, who coming, and who doing whatever, and that type of shit changes your energy from time to time. I try not to take it seriously. It be keyboard bullies, but at the same time, sometimes you just don't want to be bothered with that type of stuff. So that will probably be one of the negative things. Let's see, Jorge, any plans on publishing books in other languages? If so, what languages interest you? If not, why not? No, and because it's super expensive to do. And I just don't know that it'll be worth the investment. So I hope I got all of that answered. Hey, Crystal, I still owe you a call, babes. I'm so sorry, but I definitely will. Could you guys, could you give tips? What keeps it fresh? Um, Yeah, I don't know. Hell, we ain't friends no more. We old. Um, I don't know. I think what has worked for us is that Mike and I are real friends. That's really what gets us through. Because I ain't gonna lie to you, these last couple of months ain't been the greatest. You know what I'm saying? Like, we done been through some stuff, and it hasn't been fun. It hasn't been pretty. Y'all done seen some of it on Friday Night Lives. Um, we just try to be honest. We stay communicating all of the time. Communication and honesty is probably one of the biggest things in our relationship. Um, but we struggle just like everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. We different people. We constantly growing and changing, and we're not always doing it at the same pace. So we go through ups and downs, and sometimes it's not just fun. It isn't. But you know what I'm saying? Like I said, being positive, keeping open communication, being willing and ready to try different things, compromising, all of those things definitely help keep it fresh. And then trying great and new things in the bedroom from time to time. He won't let me have my way. But anywho's, like going different places, staying active, we exercise together, we do a lot, we pray together, definitely. And all of those things kind of help us keep it fresh. And then we have a couple goals, you know what I'm saying? Stuff that we want to accomplish together that we're always planning for. And that kind of keeps it fresh. It keeps us pushing forward. So I hope that answers your question. Um, what is it like living in Atlanta? My wife and I are in New York, and we are city folks, but I'm at a point in my life where I want a little bit of space between people at 41. So I'm thinking of more space in between. Atlanta is very overcrowded. We live in the suburbs, so we don't get it's pretty quiet where we are. We have more animals than we do people. Um, but when you go in the city, it's just like New York City. It's busy. It's hustle and bustle all day. It's a lot of traffic. I've been here so long. I honestly think that I have a warped view. I feel like it's boring here. I feel like it's not a lot to do. So I'm anxious to get everywhere. When it's not the pandemic, we travel a lot because I hate being here. So I hope that answers your question. Hey, Sleepy Fire, bro, how you doing? Atlanta is definitely packed, way too packed. Um, Between people, sorry, it's okay. I got what you were saying. Do you have any advice for people that are going through relationship problem who would like to get married to the person that they love? It depends on what those relationship problems are. um I won't even lie, like Mike and I started dating when we was 22. We both would be 39 this year. The person he met at 22, the person I met at 22, ain't the same person that we met at 39. You're going to have issues within your relationships. Because again, you constantly growing, you learning, you changing. And it's not always at the same time. Y'all have different opinions at all the time. All the time. And something that you may have started with may have changed over time. We were 26 when we got married. And honestly, I ain't gonna lie to you. I feel like marriage, you making a permanent decision based on temporary situations. You know what I'm saying? So my best advice is to really get to know the person that you are with, and not just from the standpoint of, oh, what was your last relationship was about. Know who your family is. You have to have those core things that you really, really believe in, that's the foundation of your relationship. Y'all need to be on the same path as far as political concerns or religious concerns, or you know what I'm saying, those things that really is a make or break situation. Because the reality of it is you're not gonna find a perfect person. It's everybody flawed. Like, as much as I would like to be perfect, as much as I think I'm slick perfect, I got flaws. You know what I'm saying? So you need to make sure that those flaws that's within the person that you're with is flaws that you can actually deal with. You know what I'm saying? Like, because again, it's no such thing as perfection. What works in my relationship may not work for yours, but definitely communicate, understand who you are with. That's a lot of our issues. Also understand what you're looking for in a relationship. I won't lie to you. At 22, I didn't grow up with a father figure or even any real men. My solution to what I felt like men couldn't do for me was to do it for myself. So when I met Mike, I ain't had no expectations. We had fun. I was very attracted to him. That's what a lot of my decisions was based on. I can't necessarily say that I would choose differently. Um, because I love my hubby. You know what I'm saying? Like, wouldn't want anybody else. But the reality of it is again, I was making decisions based on a temporary space. Now that I have grown and I've changed, and then now I'm like, hey, I want this, and that. And he like, oh my God, who the hell are you? You know what I'm saying? It's a lot different. You know what I'm saying? So you have to make sure, if those problems that you're having currently are problems that you can't necessarily deal with, walk away from it. You can be happy by yourself. Like, it is what it is. So hopefully that helps. Hey, Jeffrey. Hey, Jerica. If you can make your own Mount Rushmore of people who motivate KiKi, name those 5 people. Or hey, that's a hard question. I need to think about that. I'm not exactly sure. I'm motivated right now. I'm gonna come back to that one. Um, hey, Clark Bull, how you doing? Thank you. Um, Marriage is not the devil. I definitely agree. It is definitely not the devil, but you definitely have to. It's a very responsible decision, and you have to be ready for it. It ain't all peaches and cream. It ain't all like, you go through some shit. You got to be ready for it. I'm gonna come back to that. I'm gonna think about that, Jorge, because I've never actually thought about it. So, um, be a great life coach. Shit, for that. So what you're doing now. Thank you. Murder side, your ass back here again. Like, I appreciate the support, but it's not the devil. Let's see. I'm scrolling. I saw something that I missed. So I hope that helped you. Say NTP music. Y'all be killing me with these names. Let's see. Communication is hard, but you have to learn to overcome JBT. I'm not sure what JBT is. What are some helpful tips for people interested in writing a book that you wish you would have known from the beginning? Oh wow, that's a very loaded question. For one, one of my biggest issues has been editors. Like, you have to make sure that you're vetting people out and that they actually are the best people for your job, for the job that you have or the book that you're writing. I think you have to write something that you enjoy. You definitely want to take the opinions of others, but if you don't even enjoy what you're writing and you're doing it for somebody else, you're not going to be successful. It doesn't have to be as expensive as it has been for me. I made a whole bunch of mistakes. Overpaid editors, overpaid people for book covers, just a whole bunch of stuff. Do your research. Like, you definitely have to do your research. For me, the indie approach was the best approach. I did send my books to major publishers, and I got I got offered a couple of contracts. But you have to get you a lawyer. You have to know exactly what you're talking about, because you will sell your soul. So yeah, I probably could be best of a long time ago, but I got my piece, and that's what makes the biggest difference for me. I say socialize with other people who have already been on the journey. Ask all of the questions, and definitely don't jump in and thinking that you're going to be a millionaire tomorrow, because it's not like that at all. Hell, I can't even get people to write reviews. I do very well. I'm proud of my accomplishments, but it's not an easy journey. You have to really be passionate about it. Otherwise, you'll give up on it easily. So hopefully that helps. What's your most embarrassing moment on YouTube, or when you look back, you be like, shit, I shouldn't have said that? Terrell, every Friday is my most embarrassing moment. On YouTube, I drink entirely too much, and I be saying all types of stuff, and I be singing, and I be having a good time. But I ain't gonna lie, looking at those videos on Saturday mornings, never fun. Like never fun. I'm like cringing. Like, why did I say this? Why didn't anybody stop me? Why the hell are y'all going along with me? And then I still show up every Friday to do the same thing again. So obviously I like it. I'm a glutton for punishment. But yeah, I don't see it a lot of stuff. I don't did a lot of stuff. I mean that I'm gonna have to keep it general. I don't think it's one most embarrassing moment. All of them be, but I have a good time. It is what it is. Yeah, y'all gonna have to take me or leave me. It is what it is. Um, KiKi, can you tell us something about the latest book? Other than the fact that I'm having a hard time finishing it. So the latest books, if anybody has read my books, it actually picks up from Boundaries, but it's inclusive of the first two books. That's all I can tell you without telling you the story. I'm just excited about it. I was finished with it, and then I had to actually go back and incorporate some other stuff. It'll be out in spring of 2020. I haven't decided on a date yet. I don't want to say too much because I don't know who has actually read it, and I don't want to give any spoilers. If you haven't read it, if you haven't bought it, you need to go and get it. Okay, support me. I'm trying to become bestseller on my own as an indie author. That's some hard shit, but I'm confident I can do it. I thought my family was going to come and interrupt me. You know, they always interrupt me. Um, Harley, you still not in the bed? You want to say hey to the people? Come here. Daddy hasn't gotten you undressed or anything. Oh, you say hey.
Hi,
Who are you?
my name is Harley.
It is. Your nose is dirty.
How much of this do I give 'em?
5 milliliters.
And
By
what?
mLs. It's a little thing down here. All right, you
I
ready?
don't
What you
like
finna
to
say?
get the coffee.
You don't like to get the coffees? You always got the coffees though. All right, give me a kiss. I love you. Good night. Make sure you say your prayers.
Okay, bye bye. I'm going to bed, and tomorrow I'll go to school in the morning. I'll go to school in the morning.
You are? Are you gonna learn something in school?
Maybe I'm scared, but I think I want to go to Mama's house in the morning.
You're not going to Mama's house in the morning. You're going to school. Yeah. Bye. Sorry for that little interruption. She should have been to bed at 8:30. This is what happened when Daddy's in charge. I am gonna tell on you. Tish says, "Did you ever wish to live anywhere else other than Georgia?" I do. I haven't done a lot of research, but I actually want to live somewhere near some water. That's definitely a part of my retirement plan. I need a beach house. I need some peace and quiet, real far away from a lot of people. Um, so yeah, but I haven't done. I definitely won't be going to Illinois or anywhere like that because it's too damn cold. All that snow y'all get. Let me be clear, not for me. But I definitely plan to go somewhere else. Um, in the States. Bye, Harley. Good night, beautiful Harley. Thank y'all so much. Good night, Princess. Thank y'all. I can't remember, but do you have audiobooks? Actually, I have two. So both of them are finished, and I'm so freaking proud of them. However, I'm waiting on the masters, and after the masters, it'll be 30 to 60 days before they get uploaded. But when they're available for sale, it's book 1 and 2 on the inside looking out and on the inside wanting out. And they will be available on all audio platforms or whatever. So that's my next thing that's coming before the next book. I'm actually in the process of getting Boundaries recorded right now, and it's all being done by my favorite narrator, which is a huge accomplishment for me. So yeah, more to come with that, but they are on audiobooks, at least the first two, and the third one will be sometime this year. It will be 3 years come this June since I have been with my lovely Black queen. She is the woman that I would love to marry. To not all relationships are perfect, but we're making it work. I just say hang in there. Like seriously, perfection does not exist. That's one of the things that I'm big on. I'm not saying that to say let somebody take advantage of you or don't love yourself or give too much of yourself. But at the same time, if we out here looking for perfection from anybody, you ain't gonna never meet somebody, or you'll never be with a black queen or a black queen king or a white one. It doesn't matter. Like seriously, we have to be able to manage our expectations. You have to understand what you coming to the table with. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, most importantly, know who you are and what you actually need. If you can do that, then you can make anything work. Um, Thank you, Kiki. I've been interested in doing a children's book, so definitely take your advice. I'm happy to help you in any way I can, for sure. I'm actually writing one for Harley right now. Um, Kiana, how do y'all approach the troubles y'all have with each other within y'all marriage? Like, what methods do y'all use? Arguments. No, seriously, like communication for sure. I have to keep going back to the word because it's very important. Like I am very, very vocal. Y'all know I am. I'm very opinionated as well, which gets me in a lot of trouble. Um, However, it's not like it's nothing that Mike can tell you. I mean, or somebody else can tell Mike that he already don't know. If I see a problem, I jump on it immediately. I'm not quiet. You know what I'm saying? And he does he's actually the exact opposite. Mike has a big tolerance. He does not like arguments. He don't like complications. He doesn't like conflict in general. So with that being said, he can be bothered by some stuff. And because I know him, I'll confront the situation because I can see the difference in his actions, how he'll behave or the things that he'll say. And I hate that he's not more upfront, but at the same time, because I just think that conflict is healthy. You know what I'm saying? Like it doesn't have to be an argument. It doesn't have to, I mean, we different. We not gonna agree all of the time. But so I guess to answer your question and not go into this long journey about us, I communicate. I talk about everything. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not if something I don't like, if it's something I do like, I'm going to say something about it. I'm very honest. I just feel like when you love somebody, you have to be honest with them. Like the street's not gonna tell like Mike, he has a big support system with you guys and everybody's always rooting him on or whatever. So he has to have somebody around that is going to be honest because y'all will just keep, yes, do it. This is awesome. You only live once. YOLO, all of that type of shit. And he'll be down a bad path. Unfortunately, I have to be the bad barrier, but bad news. I have to pull him together often. And then definitely when it comes to personal stuff, because there's a lot that we don't agree on right now. Like I said, we have been together for almost 17 years, you know what I'm saying? And we completely different people now than we were then, you know what I mean? And so I mean, like you have to be ready for the change. I'm confident that we'll get through this stage in our situation, but at the same time, it's not easy. So communication, communication, communication. Be upfront. I'm not going to my friends before I go to my hubby. I mean, I'm going to tell him how I feel. Now, what he do with the information, that's up to him, but he gonna know. So I hope that helps, Kiana. Let's see. Jerica said, "You're right. I'm 23. I'll be 24 in April, and I've been married almost 4 years." Definitely a challenge being married very young, but I believe in love and I believe, but let me be clear, and I also have a subject coming up about it's not just about love. That ain't that ain't gonna be the only thing that gets you through. But it's definitely a good start. But I'm wishing you guys the best and I think that y'all can make it if that's what you want. Marriage is hard work and you really gotta make sure you put in the work to work at it and make it work. Absolutely. It's not easy. That's why I say it's definitely not for the weak at heart. It's a lot of great moments. It's a whole lot of great moments, but it's a whole lot of bad ones. Like you have families that interfere, you have financial situations. We've been in so many situations where 1 year we up, the next year we down. We don't been struck. Like y'all get to see us in this space now. The only thing that I'm confident is it can change. And I'm confident that we can be back in a great situation, but it's not promised. You know what I'm saying? And so you you don't, when you saying I do and you like, oh, for better for worse, to death do us part, and you don't think about in sickness and health, and you don't really be thinking about how serious that shit be when you're taking the vows. I'm telling you, you're making a permanent decision based off of temporary mental space, like you really are. So you definitely have to be careful with that. I was married at 28. At this time, I think 35 should be the age when you start to think of marriage. Um, I don't think that marriage is actually mandatory, to be perfectly honest with you. I don't think that there's an age range. Um, like I said, I mean, my opinion now versus then is that you're making a temporary decision. Your situation might change the next day. You don't sit there, paid all this money. Yes, I do. You know what I'm saying? You're committed to this person, and then tomorrow something come up that you didn't even really think about. And or that person changed, or they immediately get sick, or immediately lose a job or whatever. And so you have to act accordingly. You don't know who you will be in that situation. You know what I mean? So you have to, I mean, it's not really an age, it's really a mind state. You know what I'm saying? You have to be in a place where you're mature enough to know that regardless of what comes up, I'm willing to actually do my absolute best to try to push through. And that's the only thing that you can really guarantee. So I don't know if it's a age thing. Like I said again, I think it's a mental space. If Mike cheated, would you even think about staying? I actually would. Not because I'm weak. I don't know. Wait a minute. Like literally, we don't been through some shit. Like I say, shit, 17 years. You it ain't been perfect. Let me be clear. Y'all be thinking I be telling everything and I actually don't. I be telling y'all the parts I can still laugh at. But with that being said, I don't know, it's situational. I mean, I really can't honestly say. I mean, that's not something that I want to accept as a standard. I'm jealous hearted as hell. I really am. Um, the biggest thing for me is just losing respect for him. Once I've lost, like, it's literally a thin line for me between love and hate. If I lose respect for you, I'm like the cut off queen. I can't just jump back over there. I can't just reinstate the whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? It takes me a minute. You know what I'm saying? So that might be a better question for him, because if he can deal with my bullshit afterwards, we might make it, but I can't necessarily guarantee that. So that's actually something I need to think about a little bit longer. Like I said, we've been through some stuff, still here. So you can take that how you want to, actually. Um, we have a lot of same views and understandings. I've been married to my husband for 28 years, and we met at the age of 19 and 20. It's a real life lesson. Absolutely. I definitely agree with you. Miss Tequila, hey, marriage is definitely for the mature, JT. Do you guys plan on leaving Atlanta one day? I do. I don't know what Mike gonna do. Okay, let me go down and see if it's some new comments. See, my girl and I have said that she can do this all by herself. I told her no, she can't, and I also told her that I can help her with whatever she needs help with. That way, she don't have to worry about it. Say NTP. I really need to know your real name because that's a lot to say in one setting. I'm one of your people. I'm on your girl side. I am very independent, and I do think that I can do it by myself. It's definitely one of the issues that men might have. I'm not submissive. Um, I'm sorry. I can't be the blind leading the blind. If your ass don't know where you going, I ain't following you. Like seriously, I'm not. But I also think that for me, it has a lot to do with my upbringing. Um, Not to go into whole story tell mode, but you know what I'm saying? I didn't have the best upbringing. Like my parents weren't there for me. I had to figure a lot of stuff out on my own. With that being said, I have really surrounded myself with what can KiKi do for me. Anything that Mike can do is just extra. It's definitely not something, because honestly, if he wasn't here, I'll call a repairman. I can afford to do that. I'll get a car fixed. I can do whatever. Love and all of those type of things, it's important. But at the same time, I can survive without it. So with that being said, I think I'm just being ruined. I'm not sure that I'm the best person for this for that suggestion, because I'm with your girl. I feel like she can do what she need to do by herself. I think that it's a benefit for women to be and I'm not necessarily just on no women empowerment type thing, but I just think that we need to be able to be responsible for ourselves, because nothing is guaranteed. I had a very close friend who lost her husband suddenly. If she had not been in a place where she knew that she can take care of herself, she could have lost everything. You know what I mean? So I think that we are very powerful together, but I think that I can be equally powerful by myself. And that's just my opinion. A lot of men don't agree with it. My hubby don't even half of the time, but he knows who he's married to, so he respects it. But that's just my opinion. I'm not a counselor by any means. I be thinking I am, but I'm not. Um, let's see, Sleepify. I think marriage is overrated. I believe in it because I believe in God, because you take those vows with him and your spouse. But I feel like you definitely gave to the truth to be yourself and your partner. I understand why you feel that way. I think that it is very situational. You know what I'm saying? It's up to the person. Is it mandatory? Absolutely not. I wouldn't ever suggest somebody get married just for the sake of being married. Like it's such a huge responsibility. You have to be ready for it. It's just not something that you want to jump into. So like I said, I mean, me, obviously I believe in it. I'm here. I took vows and I've been able to maintain those vows for the last 17 years. Has it been easy? Absolutely not. Have I wanted to walk away on pat these ass up several times? Okay. Um, but you know what I'm saying? Like you always try to find something that you can continue to fight for. But it's not easy. If you weak and or you know what your tolerance level is, and you know that hey, I ain't gonna be able to be with somebody that might go through A, B, and C. Don't even worry about it. Like just go ahead and stay single, date, do whatever it is that you want to, or just be in a committed relationship. Whatever you need to do. Um, let's see. Let's see. KiKi, I have a question. What's worse, finding out your spouse cheated or finding out they got into excessive debt without telling you? Danielle, let me think about that. Let's see. This is so bad. I think both of them are equally bad. Um, Finding out that he cheated would definitely be it's heartbreaking. It really is because it breaks something. Like you never get an opportunity to get back to who you were. You know what I'm saying? Like that is just totally violated. You feel vulnerable. You know what I'm saying? You always looking at them sideways. I don't like to live in a prison in my own brain. Like I don't want to be in a situation where I can't trust you out of my sight. As much as I am a extrovert, I am an introvert. Sometimes I like to be alone. Sometimes I want to send you on your way, and I need to be able to trust that you can behave like an adult when you're not. But I ain't gonna lie to you. After being broke for so long, you fuck up our money. This is a whole nother issue. Like seriously. So I ain't even gonna lie to you. Like I almost feel like I can get over cheating more than I can get over being broke. Like I don't know. Like I'm gonna have to come back, Danielle. Check with me on Friday. I'll let you know how I feel. I got to really think about that. And I hate to sound vain. I'm just saying, like, I don't know. I can probably get over the cheat, but I can't get over being put out because you did some stupid shit. Like, I don't know. That's a really good question though. It really is. I hope I gave you enough, but I'm gonna have to think about it. Um, if mines bring a down baby in now, that's gonna be a wrap. That I can't deal with. Might love them yams too much to cheat. Y'all be getting Mike way too much fucking credit. I'm just gonna let y'all know. Let's see. He might just love the yams in general. Who knows? My boyfriend hides his phone all the time. He also cheated. Should I go through his phone? Tanisha, I am not a snooper. I believe what's I believe in people having their own privacy. With that being said, I pick up Mike's phone. He can pick up mine. I'm not hiding anything. However, I do feel like people should have their privacy. I would never say go through his phone. I feel like if you get into that place in a relationship, you might need to reconsider the relationship. Again, I'm not a relationship therapist, but this is about living in a prison in your own brain. Like you need to be able to trust the person that you're with. You know what I'm saying? If he's cheated, if you haven't healed from it, you know what I'm saying? Try therapy. Try to get through that the best way that you can. But if you are considering going through his phone, I just don't know that that's the most healthy situation. And again, this is just my opinion. You should be able to be with your partner and he should be able to do whatever it is that he need to do without you feeling insecure. And insecurity really takes away from you, your power, everything it is that you can be as an individual. So when somebody starts taking that away from you, it might be time to reconsider your situation. And based off of the fact that he a boyfriend right now, you probably still got time. So hopefully that information helps you. I definitely agree, Kiana. Whatever comes happens in the dark always comes to light. You ain't got to go search for it. Trust me, it's gonna show up like some way, somehow it will. Murder side saying marriage is just a piece of paper and a good discount on your car insurance. Murder side always got something to say. Definitely it is a discount on that insurance, but it's more than a piece of paper. It definitely is. I agree, Carrie. Hey girl, insecurity will ruin you. It absolutely will. It's just like I said, I've been in situations where I've been cheated on multiple times. This just ain't the way I want to live. Like I ain't even gonna lie to you. Like just constantly worrying about what you finna do when you're not in my sight, wanting to be under you all the time, just so I know you're not doing nothing, wondering when your text messages go off, who that like I ain't got time. I got way too much stuff going on to most of the time. If it wasn't a pandemic, I'd be traveling a lot with work. I travel a lot with my girlfriends. I need my life. I ain't got time to be sitting at home babysitting you, and if I can't trust you, bye. Like, honey, I'll be all right. Like that's just how I feel. So I mean, I don't know. I don't want nobody to go through that because we don't have to. What you say, Danielle? I'd rather deal with cheating. Listen, I won't tell Trav. I won't tell her. That was a very good question, and both of them are very bad hanging with the Harrisons. Hey, girl, how you doing? Let's see. Cheating destroys any trust we have. My 2 cents. I agree. Hey, Alex. Cheating definitely does. It destroys a lot, but at the same time, like I don't know. It's really a to each his own situation because you can have a perfect guy and he might have just made a mistake. You know what I'm saying? Mistakes do happen. We not perfect. Um, but then if it's somebody that's a bitch, like you just have to make that situation based on yourself. It's a lot of people who get beat up in relationships, but because they got perfect situations, excuse me, everywhere else, they feel like that's justifiable. Like it really is up to the individual. I think a lot of times we
I'm sorry.
What?
But I just got a comment real quick.
What you commenting on?
You just said maybe somebody made a mistake, but ain't you the same person that said cheating is not a mistake, it's a decision?
It is.
Ain't you the same person that said that?
It is.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
You had to come in and interrupt me with that.
Yeah, I was listening in, and I want to lower your camera a little bit because you was off. You know, it was too much background. So
you want to go ahead and say hey since you here? I'm just saying.
Hey y'all.
No, come show your face. Gatorade? No, that's my Gatorade. Don't be trying to steal my Gatorade because I need this when I go to bed.
I need this when I go to bed. I came here to pull me a shot.
And you had to take it on camera.
Ha. Make sure they see the shirt.
Whatever, get your ass out of here. Go on.
Hey, pretty lady.
Hey. So Danielle said, I got a question for you. Danielle asked.
Why are you so warm?
Because I'm hot. Danielle said, her question was, would you rather deal with knowing that your partner cheated? What you gonna do to me?
I'm trying to help you.
Knowing that your partner cheated or got you in excessive debt?
What you mean, got you in excessive debt? Like without you knowing? How somebody can get you in debt without you knowing?
I mean, shit, I could get us in debt and you wouldn't know. You don't be paying no attention.
Oh, is that what she's saying though? Because
that's what she's saying. Like if you ain't paying no attention, you just trust me and I'm out here just fucking us up. Would you
I'll probably be able to deal with cheating because you don't fuck my money, man.
That's how I feel.
That's my livelihood.
Yeah, like,
real shit though. Like you don't melt my chick.
Right, exactly. You know like don't do that to me.
That's a good
question. I don't want to be broke.
Yes, Crystal Harley is asleep.
She sleep that quick?
No, I put her to bed. But she was tired. Yeah, she's tired. All right, let me go. I get out there.
All right.
Oh, my knee.
You can put me a shot if you
want. Old knees.
Go on and get up. You need
knees.
You want me to?
I got it.
All right. Oh. Can I get a shot?
You can get a shot of these nuts.
I'm not about to stun the fucking nuts. Might only cheats on his diet. Might cheat all the goddamn time and still be losing weight. Hey Gemini, how you doing, babe? Mike the producer. What's Mike? Mike was trying to put his foot down. I ain't gonna lie, I did say that cheating is a decision. It's a decision, it's still a bad decision. Shit is a mistake. At the end of the day, it is what it is. Let's see, Tanisha. I found out his password on his Instagram. He was offering women to get their nails done and meeting up with him. Jeez. We also have 4 children, been together 6 years. I want to break up, but he won't go.
That's deep.
Tanisha?
Girl? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That got nothing to do with me.
I was gonna say.
I was listening, man, that shit crazy.
Tanisha, first and foremost, you inspect the gadget. How you find out that man Instagram? Password on his Instagram. You can be paid good for these services. Tanisha, hey, you got to put yourself first, man. Like I'm usually not one to encourage breaking up with anybody. But at the same time, I just want you to consider a couple of things. This is your life too. You know what I'm saying? And you spending a lot of time following up with your guy. You know what I'm saying? You don't find out his password on his Instagram. You were thinking about going through his phone. Y'all got 4 children, absolutely, but you're an example for those children. And I'm sorry, I'm just not one of those people that feel like you stay together for the children. Like that shit ruins people. You know what I'm saying? It absolutely does. And you have to be responsible for what you are allowing them to see. You make, I don't know if you have daughters or sons, but regardless of what, you are being an example for them. um in addition to that, if you spending the time that you are right now doing all those things, it's taken away from the woman that you can be. It's taken away from them kids. I'm sure you're not 100% happy the way that you need to be. So you have to really weigh it. You have to decide within yourself what's really important. And then the I won't go situation, that's not really optional. Like, if you want to be out of a situation, you can be out of a situation. So you got to be accountable. You got to take accountability for yourself. I don't know you, so I'm not trying to give you tough love. I don't even know the whole situation. I'm just giving you information based off of what you're saying. But nobody can keep you where you don't want to be. So really sit back and decide if you really want to be out of the situation, how you get out of the situation. Unless he gonna kill you, which at this point you can actually report it and get you some help. You have an option to be out of that situation. So if you want to talk more offline, I'm absolutely happy to, but that's the best that I can give based off of what you've given. I'm gonna wish you the best. I want you and those kids to be happy. I'm sure something better exists outside of this relationship. And again, I'm not a relationship therapist. I made a lot of mistakes. A lot of people don't stayed in my life. They have overstayed their welcomes. You know what I'm saying? But you have a choice. You know what I'm saying? Don't let nobody take that choice away from you. My bro Chris is actually getting ready to join me. Let's see what you got going on, bro.
Nothing much at work, listening to the festivities and what everybody is saying about this relationship stuff.
I know I'm actually happy that people showed up to me. I wasn't prepared. I wasn't expecting the questions, Chris, but I feel
Yeah, I
good right
mean, it's hard for people to stay in a relationship. You got people can't commit to a phone contract.
now. Listen, I don't be wanting to commit to nothing. I'm not a committer, okay? Like, I don't learn my lesson. I
You know what I'm
definitely have.
saying?
Huh?
They don't want to commit to phone contracts and stuff like that. So I mean, it's tough. You know what I'm saying? But hey, you just got to do what you got to do, and you got to go with your gut feeling.
So Tanisha just shared some information with us, and she said that she's caught her guy cheating. She figured out his Instagram password. I'm about to hire her because she is fit to gadget. I promise you. But they got 4 kids, been together for 6 years. She want to leave because she's obviously not happy in the situation, but he won't let her. What is your advice for Tanisha?
Are you happy? That's just what it comes down to.
Well, she said that she don't want she want to leave, so I don't think that she did. She is.
He still can do what he got to do for his kids, but at the end of the day, she got to be happy because what's gonna happen is she gonna resent him, and it's gonna bring her down. Then her kids are gonna see her down all the time, and it's gonna have an effect on them. So she got to do what she got to do for herself to be happy and show her kids that okay, look, daddy don't want to be an adult, mama's still here, mama gonna stay strong, and we gonna make it.
Right.
And since because he clearly he don't want to be there.
That's so is that the actual truth? When y'all be stepping, and I'm saying y'all as in men, I'm not saying because women step out too. I'm not saying you specifically, but when men or women step out, is it seriously because they don't want to be there?
No, I think that like you said, I'm just using for like when I was in a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, there were offers on the table, but I did not want to mess up what I had at the house.
All right.
I liked it that more. I think they
Mm-hmm.
get to a point to where, man, I want to see if the grass green on the other side, and then
Mm-hmm.
they get caught up, and then it's like before you know it, you know what I'm saying? I didn't know it was gonna go on this long. It starts with that one text message, they reply, and then before you know it, y'all going back and forth, and you know you messed up. So um, It's just one of those things. But if she's not happy, she needs to leave. I know it's gonna be tough. It's always tough when kids are involved.
It's very
But
tough when kids or friends and
you know,
family too. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah,
because after you have been with somebody for so long, y'all usually have relationships. You know what you're gonna
yeah,
miss out on. You know what I'm saying? You got to be on the outside looking in. You know what I'm saying? Like seriously, it ain't a good feeling. But I just
yeah,
believe, you know what I'm saying? Me personally, I just think that if this ain't what was for me and I thought this was good, just imagine what my next gonna be. You know what I'm saying?
mm,
I just believe that we live one life, and you know what I'm saying. I got to take control of mine. Like I can't just be sitting around being in those situations just because of the fact that this is what
yeah.
I've grown comfortable with.
It's
Um,
all about your sanity. You don't want to go to bed stressing about something you shouldn't even be stressing about. I
right,
mean, that's something that you should not have to worry about. And my thing is, you done put four children in this woman, man. I mean, why do that and you don't want to be with her? You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's the other thing. You
right,
know, that's what I'm saying, because it's easy for the guy to be like, I'm out. But, you know, for the woman, you know what I'm saying, you gotta stick around. You know what I'm saying? So I don't condone that when guys do that. I got friends that I be like, bro, why you didn't want to be with her, why you did that? So it's it's one of those situations, it's one of those things, and it happens every day, every day.
right.
It happens every day. So it's just one of those things where you just it's unfortunate when it happens, but we live in a world today where everybody like to kind of not a lot of people, they like to, as far as I say, put on for the next person. Like, when I was growing up, you know, it was what it was. We didn't show out for nobody. You know, we all had the same stuff. It wasn't no need. There was no need for that.
Hmm.
So, it was what it was. Everybody, saw what it was. All the, you know, line trying to be this, trying to be that. It is what it is.
Right.
The first thing is to address a situation, address a problem, and then deal with it just like that.
Mhm.
So, I mean, and I can't speak from a woman's perspective because I'm a guy, but if I chose to be with a woman, then that's what it was. Now, I had a situation where my female did not want to be around anymore, and she used work and, oh, I can't do school, and I'm like, well, I'm not preventing you from doing that. I'm helping you.
Mhm.
Come to find out, somebody named Kickstand Pete was giving her the Thanos. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, I could have went a whole nother route, and you could have told
Mhm.
me that's what you wanted. So I ended up moving, spent a whole bunch of money, and I wasn't mad because we split up. I was just mad at the money that I
Mhm.
spent, because she could have said, what it was, and then, okay, you go your way, I go my way. But
Right.
at the end of the day, it wasn't called for. I wouldn't have done that to her, but you live and you learn. So, I mean, it's just one of those things. But
Yeah.
we didn't
I
have
just
any,
my best advice for Tanisha is just to choose herself. Like, I think that that's really, 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 really important. I don't
yeah,
think that dude has a lot of respect for her.
exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And I like literally, I used to hate when people would always say, what's that statement? Is they can only do what you allow them to do.
If
But let
he's
me be
sneaking,
clear,
if he's
that's
sneaking
like
around
one
her
of the
back,
most truthful statements ever made. Like seriously, people can't they can only treat you the way you allow them to. You get
yeah.
to stay,
But
go ahead and go. You know what I'm saying? And it doesn't mean, you know what I'm saying? We used to me and my friends have had conversations about are you strong for staying, are you strong for leaving? That's a hard ass question. I'm not exactly sure. And I think it's again to each his own type situation. But I personally I know that I'm gonna hurt if I'm in the situation, it's gonna be a long term hurt because I'm probably gonna continue to hurt. If I walk away, I'm gonna hurt for this period of time, but I'm gonna heal and I'm gonna get past this shit. I ain't gonna have to worry about it no more. Now, with that being said, nobody's perfect, so I might enter another situation. that gives me even more grief. Hopefully not, because you have signs, you have lessons, you have things that you are actually paying attention to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But more importantly, you got to be able to, this is exactly why I'm always preaching some sort of independence or individuality, because you ain't got to be with nobody. I'd
Yeah.
rather be by myself 100 times than to be with somebody that I got to be checking for your Instagram. I ain't even got that time. Like,
Yeah.
and I'm pretty smart, and I don't feel like I can figure that shit
Yeah.
out.
I wasn't never the one. I wasn't looking at your phone. I wasn't doing all that stuff. If you got to do all that right there, if you got to do all that right there, then you don't need to be with the person as it is. Like if I don't trust you, I can't be with you. So if I gotta check your Instagram, and if I gotta go through your phone every night, if I gotta pat you down like a criminal, it ain't worth it. It's not worth it, because you already got it in your mind that I'm out there fucking up. Like, yeah, if you go, I dated a chick that was divorced. She was married for 15 years, 3 kids. She was divorced for 2 years. If I went in the bathroom and stayed longer than 2 minutes, she at the door like a bloodhound. Like, somebody under the sink. Where they at? I'm like, under the sink? What the hell? It's like,
that's too much time. You know how much time you can be spent enjoying each other and having a good time? Like,
exactly.
I'm not doing that with you. I'm not.
If I woke up to go to the refrigerator to get something, she was riding on the side, peeking around the corner. I'm like, at first it was funny. It was funny at first. Then I was like, oh hell no, I can't be doing all this right here.
Right.
No. So it's one of those things. But I mean, you gotta have peace.
You gotta have peace.
You gotta have peace.
Like, we think this corona be taking us out of there. Yeah, these heart attacks be taking us out of here. Tanisha came back. She said, just the cycle that I need to break, because for 28 years, I saw my dad put my mom through this same thing. Listen, let me tell y'all about generational curses. Like, let me be clear. This Tanisha is exactly why I want you to get out of the situation. Mike is joining me because I'm probably saying too much. This is my little prison right here. But Tanisha, like, seriously, you don't have to be what you saw. You know what I'm saying? You can definitely be different. My next book after Rearrange is called The House, and it's actually about generational curses. And I'm really taking this very seriously because it's something that I definitely believe in. But we have to we can use our situations, the things that we saw, the things that we've experienced, as catapult into something different. We don't have to be what we used to. And I definitely get, trust me, not trying to judge you, because I definitely get breaking cycles that you've always been a part of, but you have to be intentional about it. You have to make a decision to say, I want something different. You have to choose that difference. Like I said, I don't expect for it to be hard. I mean, to be easy. Ain't none of this shit easy, but it's possible. You know what I'm saying? So take control of your situation. You know what I'm saying? And this is just being real, Tanisha. Take control of your situation. Them 4 kids, let me tell you something.
How old are her kids?
Somebody will love them just like he do. If not better times.
How old are the kids? Did she say?
She didn't say how old she was.
She didn't. Because they watching.
And that's another thing. We got to be responsible for what we putting or what we allowing our kids to see. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're responsible.
Kids.
Yep, exactly. And and then at the end of the day, hell, if you find anything that's going to encourage you to be able to get out of that situation. You know what I'm saying? You honestly deserve better, man. You do.
You don't want her if she got boys, you don't want her boys seeing that, and you definitely don't want her daughter seeing that.
Right. Like, seriously, and like I said, I always sum it up as living in a prison in your own head. Like, seriously, let me be clear. That ain't where you want to be. Like, when you can't break out of there.
Yeah. I be having situations like where it ain't got nothing to do with cheating, but any situation in your life where your mind is literally, like you said, a prison, where something got you to the point where it's just taking control of your mood all the time. Life is too short for that. You waste so much time worried about whatever you worried about, whether it's my cheating, whether it's your job, whether it's just worried about what somebody else think about you, anything. You spend so much time worrying and having anxiety about something And but next thing you know, you done wasted so much time out of your life when you could have been enjoying yourself. And if anything, these last couple of years has shown me life is just way too short to spend time just stressed out and worried about anything. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? In general. So
Exactly. Tanisha says she got 2 boys, 2 girls, ranging from 7 to 3 months. Tanisha, I really like seriously. If you can DM me, I literally want to help you in any way that I can, babes. You gotta change your situation for you. Like seriously, when them kids need you,
Mm-hmm.
mental health is really, 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 really important. You know what I'm saying? And I preach about it all the time because I have had issues. I don't dealt with depression. I don't dealt with anxiety. I've had to take medicine. I've been in a
me
lot of
too.
different situations. You know what I'm saying? I'm in therapy constantly, like seriously, because I know when I'm checking out and when I need to do something different. But my thing is, you got to choose. You responsible for the kids. My grandma used to always tell me, mama's babies, daddy's babies. She said it all the time. And what that meant to me was, I don't give a damn what he do, you gonna always have to be their mama. You gonna always have to be there for them. And seriously, we see it on TV all the time. We see whatever. Like seriously, you get so depressed sometimes. You get so anxious sometimes. You don't want to be out of here. You know what I'm saying? Them kids deserve so
And
much
bro,
better.
mental,
Like seriously, you gotta
mental,
stay strong. I just want you to know I'm praying for you. I'm definitely not judging you because let me be clear,
yeah,
I done
hell
been through
yeah. Ain't
some
nobody judging.
bullshit. Okay, like seriously, I ain't got to. Listen. I have to tell you about stuff later, but because that'll be a whole other life. But at the end of the day, I know what you're experiencing, and I just know also that you can have better if that's what you want. Like seriously, but you gotta want it, and you can change your situation. You don't have to stay there.
Yeah.
Yeah, mental health is just as important as physical health, man.
Mm-hmm.
And for you to have
Yeah, almost more
man, you
important.
cannot put a price on peace of mind.
You can't.
Like I don't know, like me and Kiki, like I can get Kiki phone and hey, let me search this, da, 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 whatever. She can get my phone and be like, blah, blah, blah. But it always been like that with us because that's just how we started our relationship off. I know that ain't for everybody. I know everybody be like, oh, you should get to see your phone. Like I don't even have. I got a thumbprint lock on my phone, but I also have a code that she knows. You know what I'm saying? Just in case her phone dial in emergency situation, she need to use my phone. Whatever, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, that ain't for everybody. You gotta have some kind of trust in your relationship, or it's gonna drive you crazy. It's
Because
not.
even with
I,
that, let me interrupt you for
go
a
ahead.
second. Even with that, I have access to his phone. He has access to mine, but I trust him. I'm not invading his
I don't
privacy.
never look through a
I
phone. That's the
generally
thing
be
about it,
like, babe, let me see your phone. And he know what
bro.
I'm seeing. It's because I'm a Google or something like that. I don't even know how to work it.
The fact that I'm able to just give it to her is enough for her. The fact is I can get her. It ain't. It's enough that I'm just okay. Here you go. I ain't got to look through it because I mean you can tell when somebody just like you can just tell whether it's the phone or anything else. You kind of, especially if it's somebody you've been with for a long time, you kind of tell they patterns of how they might move different. You can just tell when
Right.
somebody ain't being 100%.
Right.
But that's like I was just listening to it themselves and I was just like, damn man, for
Man,
somebody
my
to
heart go out. Like
have to be
seriously,
in
I
a prison,
love.
it's like being in a prison in your own mind because you just like,
Mm-hmm.
damn, no, then I don't put all this work in for this.
And then
Mm-hmm.
you know, I've seen so many situations where you enter another situation. Not that you have to be in another situation, but you enter another situation and it's so much better. Like seriously, somebody out there is gonna be willing to treat you the way that you need to be treated.
Yep.
You may not be a perfect individual, but they're gonna respect you, they're gonna value you, they're gonna know what they got. You know what I'm saying? And this person, like, you know what I'm saying, he may have just gotten comfortable. He could be going through something himself. You know what I'm saying? I'm not exactly sure. But at the same time, babe, you ain't gotta hurt.
You
You
don't know
ain't
the
gotta
whole
be there.
situation.
They got
Say
like
it.
a 3 month old. Like seriously,
Yeah. See,
even in this
It's
situation, she got
something.
a 3 month old.
I know, but it's something. It depends on what type of dude this is, but it could be possibly something that he feel like he missing out on.
that's what. Yeah. That's what I said earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Right, you know what I'm saying? Because I think every dude who's been in a relationship for a long time get to the point where you be like, hey, I wonder, you wonder a little bit in your mind, but it's on you whether you make a decision, you know what, I'm gonna act
That grass green on the other side.
lose, you know what I'm saying? That's my thing has always been if I'm losing way more than I'm getting in a situation. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If I look at something like yeah, but no, I'll automatically revert back to you know what? It ain't worth it. But it got to be to the point where it ain't worth it. You got to be with somebody to the point like, no,
Gotta be.
Right.
you
And
know
then,
what
like
I'm
I said, cheating is a very special thing, and like you said, you confronted me about it. It's definitely a choice.
You have time to decide.
However, a lot of times it is because something is missing, but it's not. See, here's the thing that we have to be very, very aware of is nobody else can bring you happiness. You have to be happy as an individual. So I can't, if I decide that I'm going to go and cheat on Mike, it ain't because nothing that Mike did. It's because of what I lack as an individual. You know what I'm saying? So I'm being selfish because I am lacking something individually. You know what I'm saying? And with that being said, he could very well be lacking something within himself. But to the outside world, it's like, oh, she ain't cute enough. She ain't did this enough. She ain't giving enough head. She don't be smashing. She don't be whatever. But when we really be honest with ourselves, it's really us. You know what I'm saying? So I think that it's really important that he finds happiness in himself. But it sounds like he's trying to be happy. And you have to find that happiness within you, Tanisha. You know what I'm saying? You have to take the time to say, what makes me happy? You know what I'm saying? Whatever. And I guarantee you, like, I've been in so many situations when I walked away from what I thought I wanted. Let me be clear about how God showed up for me. Let me be clear. Listen, it always be 100 times better. Like, you ain't gonna miss nothing. You not, trust me. Like, you will not miss nothing. You gonna be looking back like,
like I say, man, every new relationship I got in, it was a progression. It was never going backwards.
Always progression.
Yeah, this is always, unless you go back to it. That's the only way you go backwards, man.
Them motherfucker don't be growing.
Bro, it seems like every time you go back, I went to back to exit one, only one, and that's the only time I
yeah.
But I don't know. I'm gonna pray for her, man.
Yeah, she's gonna be all right. She's gonna be all right.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, seriously, I'm not trying to be in your business, but if you need a support system, man, I'm happy to do it.
Yeah, I mean,
like, seriously, because
we
gotta get you out of this. There's so much life out here to be living, girl. This corona finna be going away. We're gonna need to be in these bikinis. Like, still got them dudes that's out there. Like, I'm trying to leave Mike so I can get on from
that's complete cap.
Wait, my sister. I just wanted to stop by real quick. I got to get back and make these drops.
Yes, I appreciate you always supporting everything that I do.
You know I got to. I got to be a part of all of it.
You are absolutely amazing. I really appreciate you so much. And y'all make sure that y'all go. If you got Chris the other morning, I unlocked on to see your account. And I said, no, I said, oh, Chris gonna have a serious conversation. And y'all asked
me. I was right beside her when it happened.
Why? Like, I just like.
Yeah, but man, hey, you can never, hey, whatever, smile that bright.
I'm talking about like he
look like piano keys without the black part, like real, like.
And stay at the dentist all the time, like.
Yeah, I'm gonna borrow one of them tea cards, like these guys are missing. And I promise you, like, I'm borrowed just for a minute. You know, make a couple videos with it. Like, I promise you, it's crazy. You don't realize that you like smiling wide until you realize the tooth missing. And I be doing my videos. I be editing and I be like, dang, I be trying to edit out parts. I'm like, no, I got to keep that because I said something relevant then. So I'm looking at the implants. Just real quick. I told my dentist, I said, what's on over them implants? He said, well, Mr. Richardson, you still got about 11 cavities that you need to take care of before you start thinking of them implants. I was like, oh yeah, them cavities. You know what I'm saying? So
this ain't got no cavities.
They was like nothing cosmetic needs to be done until you handle it.
Right.
My bad. Them teachers be making you go into dentist talk.
Listen, but I appreciate you supporting me, Chris. You be safe out there on the road. Please keep posting the video when you get the link because y'all got to see Chris. I think what's the most funny is the fact that you don't even be trying to be funny. That's the funny shit. Like, it's just
be
like,
dead ass serious.
You be dead ass serious about this thought process. Like,
look at a wiping his forehead with like a counselor. That man go
be safe out there, and we'll see you Friday.
All
right. See you later. All right, Vince, I'm finna pull you in, but it looked like Dre Day Kids. Hey, Dre Day, babe. He said, I tell people all the time, the person cheating, going through something personally has nothing to do with the person they cheated on. I absolutely agree with that.
Shit is like such facts. It's facts.
Thank you. Thank you, Dre Day. He said you got 11 cavities. Now you only got 30 teeth. Like,
look, though, let me tell you something about my 11 cavities.
We ain't never going to talk about
my 11 cavities. Or none of them are surface. All of them is like between the teeth. Just I brush like hell. It's just I wouldn't brought up to just be crazy about flossing. So, and then they're not big cavity. Like I don't feel them. They're not hurting. They just like you go to the dentist. It's
We're
just
not
like
justifying
no,
them
no, no, no,
cavities.
no. But I'm saying you go to the dentist. It's just like taking your car to the dealership to get fixed.
And they be fine and shit.
They're gonna find any. I'm talking about. They can be a small little start of what might look like it's going to be a cavity, and they be like, "That's a cavity." Because I went last time, he was like, "Why y'all tell this man he had 11 cavities? The only thing that really needs attention is like 3." That's what he said, and I was like,
I don't know. I'm gonna have
"They trying to get my money, man."
I'm gonna have to go to the dentist with you because
I'm dead.
I don't know about this. So we finna pull Vince in here. Vincent, listen, I'm gonna have to go to the dentist with Mike because I don't know. He said he got 11 cavities. I'm trying to understand why they ain't fixed.
They told me 11 cavity, and then I got 3 fixed.
Yeah, I know how I feel about them.
And then the actual, not the ones that clean your teeth or whatever they be called, the hygienist, but the actual dentist, the man who run the shit is the one that said, "Y'all saying all this need to be worked on, but he only got this right here that's urgent."
Let me tell y'all about this. Listen, I told y'all before. We finna go to your question, or we're gonna go to your statement then. Let me tell y'all about this teeth. I be talking a whole bunch of shit, but I had gold teeth, so my front teeth are porcelain. They don't even belong to me.
Her fronts ain't even hers.
Because the gold teeth, I had open face on the front and the side. This shit had no
I'm
right.
glad you called yourself out.
I ain't embarrassed, but let me be
why
clear.
She coming for me, like,
let me be clear. I don't take this shit. I paid whatever they gave me a price. I was like, I don't give a damn if I got to go out here and hold for this shit.
You know what?
I'm finna get my
you
teeth.
You ain't finna hold for nothing. Number one. Number two. It's like, what if you find out Cool Chris got dentures? It's like find out ain't no Santa Claus, right? You know what I'm saying?
No, it really ain't. I mean, it means that he took the time to invest in himself. I believe in people that invest in themselves.
But you ain't what I just said though.
It ain't like the Santa Claus. I believe.
If you find out his teeth are not real and they're all dentures,
them his goddamn teeth.
I'm saying if you did with that perfect smile and them pearly whites, I feel like it's finding out it ain't no Santa Claus.
That wouldn't bother me at all.
I'm just saying.
Shit.
You gonna come here smiling bright in my face like that. Them bitches better be real.
They just found out that these teeth in my mouth ain't real. But the motherfucker look like it, don't it? Yeah, exactly. Let me be clear.
You didn't let me answer.
I don't play about that. You didn't
let me answer if they look like it.
I don't play about that. I got a little gap. He filled them in like they were my regular shit.
Yeah, because your earrings look like makeup kits. But
you know what? I ain't nobody. Chris, Vince, what you want? Because this finna turn into a Friday Night Live, and we not here for that. We being serious tonight. I'm being serious.
I'm serious. No,
you not. You coming out here.
I'm finna do your whole foundation with that shit. I'm for real. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Vince?
Vince, what you got to add?
The earrings are fire. Let me say that.
They are fire. I was saying, they do kind of like that game Simon.
Like,
they
compliment their head too, man.
They Simon a little bit. They little Simon.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Actually, what I was gonna say is you don't actually know what kind of traumas this person dealt with. Oh damn it, I forgot her name.
First and foremost, I need you to wipe that camera out because you real foggy.
I tried to fix it earlier, but it ain't working.
You ain't even moving, my guy.
Say what
is that? Whoa.
Krista said you crashed his live, sis. This is get back. It is. It's all right. Like I'm okay with it.
She fucked my live up.
I didn't fuck it up. I fucked it up.
You didn't fuck it up. You made it fun, but I was just.
I still don't understand why y'all over there you be on there for hours and you be talking about shoes the whole time. How many shoes be coming out?
I'm just saying a lot of shoes come out, but I'm just saying like this is number one. It's a sneaker channel. Number one, and number two. You didn't see me sit on the phone with T Ward talking about shoes for hours. You know it's possible.
I think that's a sickness. Like it ain't no way possible with y'all sitting there talking about shoes that long. I
done heard you on the phone talking about some straight up bullshit for hours. I mean, it's just what you into.
I mean, it is.
It's preference.
That's fine.
I'll put that in perspective for you real quick, KiKi. Because you're an author, so you write, so you're into books and such, right? Let's say Eric Jerome Dickey has a brand new series coming out, and me and you both reading every single one of them books. Me and you who read like that, we can go off deeper into the character development, the difference between the prose and syntax of one chapter to the next. We can do that and go so far into it that me and you probably could discuss one book for 2-3 hours. Now, me and Mike could discuss them Jordan 4 Tobe Hayes joints for at least an hour. At least.
And what we like or do not like about them, how much we think they should or should not be costing on resale market, all this stuff.
You're not finna tell me that. You know why? Because they made another colorway the week before, and the week before that,
That
This
all of that is more conversation, though.
This is not.
You just proved the point.
This is not more conversation. This is a sickness, like literally.
And it's
I couldn't
also,
believe,
hey,
uh-huh.
arguing for the sake of argument is not becoming of you. Number one, number two,
Woo!
you understand their preferences.
How you can't pull me together?
Preferences are preferences. You feel me?
I mean, that's fine, and I'm gonna agree with that. But I was just really, I ain't even gonna lie.
Hold on, wait.
I
I gotta give credit where credit is due. I gotta give credit where credit is due. Sober Mike just came with the dopest little shutdown I've heard.
My ass off. Do you hear me? Shut me completely off.
And I'm slick buzz, so I appreciate it.
That was good, brother. I'm gonna go ahead and steal that one. I'm gonna hold on to that one next
But that's
time.
real though, right?
Yeah.
My wife likes to do it though.
I'm just saying, I needed them to talk about it. It was Saturday night.
Hello, hold on.
I had
Everybody
been
who,
drinking.
everybody who commented, hold on. Everybody who commented on the earring thing. I know my wife earrings are fire. I know it.
You better say it.
That was a shot. I'm just messing with her. But I mean her. I'm looking at it on the computer upstairs, and I'm like, the hat, the earrings, the bangangs. She doing her thing. You feel me?
The bang.
Let me clear about the cuteness. Let me be clear.
So that was just a Mike and KiKi banter right there. That's all that was.
Listen. I'm gonna tell you something, brother. As long as you two can do that, I feel like your relationship will always be where it needs to be. Just try to keep that fun in it. That's what I like about you.
Always, man.
That's like I said. That's why I said before. Somebody else asked that, how do we keep it fresh? At the end of the day, I don't give a damn what we have foundational stuff that we actually that has built the foundation and it won't crack. But right. we are friends. Like that's my best friend. That's my dog.
When I
like,
tell you the way that we mess with each other, like I came home today messing with KiKi all ripped, bro.
Be on my nerves.
It'd be so funny, and I could tell she feeling it because she be smirking and stuff like that. So it's all good. Like we mess with each other all the time. Like seriously, that's my best friend. Like that's my dog. Like seriously. So. If she find out I feel some type of way about something, she'll either poke it to see if she gonna get more out of me, or she'll be like, she'll comfort me and be like, man, you good. My God. Man. For the most part, she gonna poke it and be like,
it's the poking. I can see the poking. She's such a bully. She is.
I am. And listen, it's worse off camera. This is y'all be getting a tidbit of me. Like see, just a small bit. I be getting my hair. Like
but it also helps me know that I can fuck with her too, and it won't be, you know what I'm saying? It's not sometimes we come off on each other like depends on what kind of day we having, and it'll be like we have to check each other, be like, are you serious? You just bullshit me right now. You dead for real. You feel some type of way. And we have to actually check each other like that sometimes.
Right.
So that means y'all have a different type of relationship and it works for you. I think that's what a lot of people miss about relationship dynamics is they look at other people's relationship dynamics and wonder why they don't have that relationship dynamic. It's because what works in my house don't work in your house, and what works in your house don't work. Right. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people miss that. A whole lot of people, and that's probably one of the most important facets of a relationship is figure out what works in your house.
Absolutely.
Figure out what works
and
for
this
you.
is why everything that I say is just advice, because this is what I would do in my situation. I'm not encouraging anybody else to do. There are certain things like, you know, like we are responsible for the way that people treat us because we have to set boundaries. Y'all go ahead and pick up that book. I'm just saying, like, let's learn a whole bunch about boundaries.
But with that being
we
said,
have to.
Even with the phone situation, we know that's not for everybody.
Exactly.
I got partners that I tell I can just give my wife my phone. He be like, what you mean? You give her your what? and it just don't work for them. You know what I'm saying?
Let me tell you something that I find hilarious to me, and this is just me. Okay, I'm not talking about nobody else's household. We just talk about my household. I like to go to the barbershop, and Mike, I'm sure you know you go to the barbershop talking about something happening. Yes, every nigga is super nigga. Nothing a woman ever said to him ever mattered at the barbershop. But I mean, like, listen, me and my wife have a joint bank account. I put my whole check in my joint bank account. We pay all our bills out of that bank account. Does my wife put her whole check in there? No, because she's not required to take care of her house. I am.
You better say speak for. I'm gonna need you to repeat that. Can you scream for the folks in the back?
I think the people in the back got it.
They ain't got that. They went over their head.
Because the people in the back heard it, don't mean they're gonna do it too.
Exactly. So the thing though that
was a old man statement.
It was man as
that
fuck.
Was man as fuck.
It was dude. It was like grown man shit.
The thing that makes me chuckle though is the amount of niggas I know who be at the barbershop or wherever, who are married to somebody they swear they're gonna spend the rest of their life with, but afraid to allow that person access to the smallest thing in their life. The smallest. She can't have access to my phone. That, to me, from where I'm sitting, that sounds like you got something to hide. But if you don't and still won't let her in, that's your business. It worked for your house.
That's
It worked
for some people. It's just not for everybody, though.
It ain't working. It don't work for you. If it don't work,
I just want to know why you taking care of the household. Why don't you go ahead and get that Wi-Fi upgrade going on, man? Hell, you over there.
Can we get Verizon?
Boy, I feel like I'm looking at an old karate movie, man. Your words is not going with you.
listen, let me tell you, I got a Wi-Fi extender. We got everybody in the house got full bars except for wherever I'm at. Wherever I am.
You know what I learned? You know what I learned from doing this live? The only way we gonna get uninterrupted is Ethernet. That's the only way. Right. I had the Ethernet, my computer upstairs, and this one. I got the wires running both places, man, because Wi-Fi I got extenders all around this house, man.
It just don't work. It just don't.
When it comes to live streaming, Wi-Fi is trash, man.
Wait, say NTP Music. I really need. Can you drop your real name, please? Because
he has a lot of questions too.
He does, and I got to keep saying that.
He been messing with my channel for a long time.
I respect him. He got some good questions though. He said, "Does it make it okay for a woman to break up with a guy that has no money?"
Vince got a hand up.
Go ahead, Vince.
I got something to say too. Let me go get something else to drink on that.
Yes, go ahead, Vince, because you know I got something to say about that.
I'm gonna be completely honest about this.
Okay.
If you came into this relationship with no money, you are already wrong because your priorities are messed up. You can't even take care of yourself. What do you look like showing up to this to try to take care of somebody else?
Come through.
You can't. You've got to figure out how to take care of you first. If you have no money, that means you're not taking care of your own responsibilities.
Absolutely. Why is you even committing to anybody?
And let me be clear.
Be clear. Be as clear as you need to be.
This ain't about you showing up and taking care of everything for everybody, because she should be able to take care of herself too.
Absolutely.
Both of you should be showing up each other, or take care of yourself and adding to each other. There shouldn't be a bunch of takeaway on one side or the other.
That's why I said you got to be happy as an individual. You got to be able to do it as an individual. You cannot come in a situation broken. You can't not come in a situation broke. You can't come in a situation and expect happiness. That ain't shit but a liability. You know what liability is on the insurance policy? We don't want that shit. I don't need no goddamn liabilities. She don't. Okay? You don't. I can respect the man that say, I'm not going to be in this situation because I'm not prepared for it. Don't bring your goddamn trash to me. I don't want that. I don't deserve that. Like seriously, if people be killing me, Vince, when they say, oh, I love this person. I ain't gonna do the best for myself, but I'm finna jump in this relationship. Nigga, you don't even love yourself. You can't jump in this relationship with me.
Listen,
like, if somebody show that they can't even love themselves, you can't love me. You can't. Because
let me get it right.
Love yourself. Go ahead.
Let me get this right.
Go ahead.
If you,
I just saw your text message too.
If you ain't really got your shit together, you trying to work it out. You working on some things. You got some things in play, but it's just not coming together right now. Do you supposed to hold off trying to find somebody to chill with and be intimate with until you get your shit together first?
See, but there's
go ahead.
No,
man. Go ahead.
Just a question.
Go ahead.
There's a difference between me dating.
Yes, you're gonna have to call us because this Wi-Fi ain't gonna work.
Yeah, you over there got that.
You like I'm talking about like, oh, what the fuck? Like, hey, like, we
y'all let me know when I'm
take you seriously. We can't take you seriously with this internet now.
Ain't nothing I can do about it. I'm on both the Wi-Fi's right now.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
You good right now?
So what I was gonna say is, y'all just messed me completely up. What I was gonna say is, it depends completely on whether or not I'm just dating, like I'm just looking for somebody for companionship, or am I looking for a long-lasting relationship? If I'm looking for a long-lasting relationship, I have some things I need to figure out first.
Danielle, wait a minute. Oh, okay, no, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Danielle,
I saw the question.
She says it's okay for a man to break up with a woman because she ain't giving up
Yeah.
some yams.
Answer for you, Danielle. Like mine.
Yams, money, yams. I mean,
that ain't the same thing.
That's apples to oranges. Like no,
it's hand in hand though.
It ain't hand in hand because I feel like if you come into
I can see valid arguments for both though.
I can see valid arguments, but I'm just saying if I'm not giving the yams, I'm coming into the relationship letting you know that I'm not giving the yams. So it's up to you to
most
decide
of the time
if you want to be
if you broke as fuck, you come into a relationship knowing this.
That's not the case though. Like you were the exception.
Who the fuck gonna put on like they got money if they ain't got money?
I'm just saying, Mike was a lot of niggas. But I'm gonna be honest, he came into the situation. Like I took me and Mike out on our first date. He told me before I don't get paid until next week. And for some reason,
let's be clear. I said I ain't got no money.
Yeah,
that's what I said exactly.
I was like, okay, but I was appreciative of that.
This is a special woman that actually.
I told him
turn like open her eyes to a nigga saying straight up, I ain't got no money. Then
because
how many people you used to you lying? You know what I'm saying?
And that's the thing. I had been in so many situations where somebody had lied. I was like, okay, I appreciate that. So my response to him is, I ain't got no money. Is I ain't asked you to pay for shit. I was asking to take you out.
Yeah, but the reason I said that is because when you lie about having something that you don't have, that's a lot of leg work you got to do to follow up on that lie that you told. You know what I'm saying? In order to looking like you got money and not having money is one of the hardest things in life to do. You know what I'm saying? I remember a date that I went on one time with a chick, and I know. Did you ever seen that movie Half Baked when he went out on that date, and every time that girl ordered something or wanted something, the price on the screen went down because he started off with like $10 or something like that, and he was just like, and then she said she wanted to go get something to eat at a restaurant. He was like, oh, they got hot dogs. They went to a hot dog stand. And he was like, yes. And the money went down a little bit. And she was like, no, add relish to that. And then the money went down some more. He was like, damn. And he said, I'm not hungry. I don't need nothing to eat. I got some water. Like,
it's hard to put on a facade. But
I went out with this chick to the movies. And I know I have a certain number to serve out the movie. And I was praying that she ate already. And she didn't want no popcorn.
You shouldn't even have
this was like a couple of years before. I was like glad. 19 or whatever. But after that, I was just like, bro, you know what? If I ain't got no money, I ain't got no damn money. You know what I'm saying?
Let me be clear. The difference between Mike, so I'm going to answer this question for whoever to say is it wrong to leave. When I met Mike, he was honest. I went in the situation, I needed somebody for fun. I wasn't financially in a strain. I was because I was on some bullshit. I was fucking up credit cards. All types of just blowing through money like I just had it. I was young, I was 22, but at the same time, that's not what I needed him for. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, I was able to appreciate what he brought to the table, but I was appreciative that he actually said that he didn't have money. Now, with that being said, I was not comfortable with you being comfortable with not having fucking money. And that's the difference between with Mike. He wasn't comfortable with that shit either. He just needed to be able to figure out how the fuck do I get on.
With a
passion. You know what I'm saying? And when I saw that he wanted to be able to get on, and I knew a little bit more than him because of my education, because of whatever my experiences, I was like, okay, let me give you this information. And when he got the information, he did something with it. If he still had been that broke ass mentality, that broke ass whatever,
I know he had broke mentality.
No way in the fuck, and that's the difference.
I was
he didn't have a broke mentality. He was broke. He didn't have a broke mentality. So there's a difference. That's why I say you have to know who you messing with. Like, you got to know it. You know what I'm saying? You got to know it.
I feel like going back to your double standards episode, like, I feel like it's a double standard for the man to have the money. And because the dude will mess with a broke chick way quicker. No. Way quicker than a female will mess with a broke. I mean, I said quicker. I didn't say every time in every situation with every person. But you would get a dude be like, damn, she got a fat ass. That don't mean he finna try to be with her. That don't mean he's gonna try to be in a relationship.
Okay, so let me.
He gonna just say, well, I can just have a little fun with Shawty because she's fine and she like to party. You know. But
let me ask the question: is it easier for a broke man to be with a woman who, a man that got money to be with a woman because automatically it's a man's objection to take care of a woman?
Right.
So is that fair?
I honestly can't comment because I've never been in a situation where I had my shit together and a woman did not. You know what I'm saying?
I have.
It's like, for real.
I have.
I haven't.
That's why man beat you before it.
But I was fucked up too, though.
Yeah,
That's what you gotta
y'all
understand.
both on the
If they were
model.
some bum ass bitches, I was a bum ass nigga with their ass, and we just had bum ass fun together. Like at that point back
There's a
then,
bunch of bum assing going on.
Movie
Just
Tuesdays was like top shelf shit back then. You know what I'm saying?
Let me upgrade you.
Yeah,
Like,
so
let me be clear.
when I saw that
Y'all
you
better not be sleeping
when I
on
saw
me.
that you had your shit together, I said, you know what? I need to goddamn do her one better. You know what I'm saying? And I
it's
succeeded.
like that.
No, we equals, but you know what I'm saying?
Like, let me be clear.
We got it, you know what I'm saying? But if you're at the bottom of the barrel, if you're at the bottom of the barrel, somebody gonna be at the bottom of the barrel with you. And y'all, I'm telling y'all on the same level, and one person is not having pressure on the other person in that situation. Just like if you got your shit together, you want somebody got their shit together as well.
Always.
You gotta just find somebody that's just as fucked up as you are.
Mm-hmm.
Wait. No. I'm not talking about money wise.
Oh, okay.
I'm talking about even in mental situations.
No, because y'all can't be all fucked up a whole lot of mental institution.
No, I'm talking about being able to understand each other. Being able, because if you was like we first met, you had mental issues, and I didn't realize I had them, but I didn't realize I had them.
Right.
And I was like, how the fuck you going to therapy taking medicine? I don't need no motherfucking doctor to tell me you need to do this so you can feel your mind can be. I didn't get it then. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And it was just like until the realization came out. Like, okay, you know what? I got some issues too. That I was able to meet her and be like, okay, damn, okay, I get this is real shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm just talking about being on the same level.
Okay.
It's all about being on the same level. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Or if you are not on the same level, elevating the other person to your level. You know what I'm saying? Because you can bring people up. Like Danielle, I'm going to say to you right now, you can bring people up. If somebody, you can work on motherfuckers. Like Wifey used to say, I ain't finna play. What you say? Build a nigga or something. Build a nigga. I'm not finna go stuff your ass. But she slick.
I did that.
She slick helped me on so many situations. And sometimes if you see that somebody has the ambition, it ain't nothing wrong with pushing them and helping them out.
But I honestly must say, and I'm not sure the age group or the people that's in here right now, but I will say that it's different now because if I met a build-a-bear motherfucker at 39,
that's different.
Give you the time of day.
We was clearly 22.
Right at 22, it was like, oh, okay, you got ambition now. I'm not going to encourage nobody to look at nobody at their age. You got listen.
If you 40
years old and you still broke, no, you ain't got no opportunity at that fucking point. Because let me be clear, you don't went through 40 years.
They had no friends around them.
You been through 40 years, 40 goddamn years. You still ain't got your shit together. It ain't nothing I can do for you. Seriously, at 22, I was well beyond my age. Like seriously,
to all my 40-year-old broke ass motherfuckers, I apologize.
I'm sorry.
It's gonna be all right.
No, and
sometimes people have a bad.
That's what I was gonna say. Happen. It's a criteria because right now we're going through COVID. You could have been on top of your shit and you fell off, but you still once you have that mind frame, once you have that potential to get your shit up, it don't take but a minute for you to pop back together. You're not finna be sitting here talking about in 1996 I used to be no motherfucker. I'm gonna need you to pull yourself together.
Well,
if you haven't
everybody say rough patches.
Everybody, and I'm not like we don't have
anything
like,
can happen.
Tell them how many rough patches we have.
But it doesn't have up and down. Man,
when I say y'all asses, we don't have, bro. Listen, it was at one point in my life. I just need to be real with y'all.
Them patches so rough, them motherfuckers had eczema, goddamn.
You can even Eucerin wasn't even fucking. Listen, it had been at one point in my life. Like seriously, I would get paid. I would have $63 left every 2 weeks. If it had not been for my hubby, let me be clear, I would not have made it. It was times that I was at the goddamn Publix writing a check.
and don't be fooled. Vice versa has been the same.
Exactly. Like seriously,
it have been time I'd have been fooled.
I'm talking about like
that's all I got.
That's it.
And KiKi sweep on through.
Like Mike used to be fucked up so much, and I'm not trying to tell you.
I'm
just trying to keep it real.
It's
if he made it to the next pay period with $20, he would be like, "Shit, I got $20," and I used to be like,
I'd be happy just because I had some money when I got paid.
Some.
Well, I said I get to roll over somewhere.
Roll over.
What?
Like seriously.
Now
that shit.
If I get under a certain amount, I'd be like panicking.
But the thing,
and she be telling me like, "Babe, you still got thousands." I'm like, "Bro, fuck that." If I get under a certain amount, Hey, I start panicking, bro, and I'm like, when we get paid,
Right? Like seriously,
Listen,
like
let me,
seriously.
let me,
So my thing is, but the
let
thing
me,
is
let me go ahead and
I
say,
know that.
Hold on, what Vince
Oh,
got
go
to say?
ahead, Vince. Go ahead.
let me just go ahead and say this because we talking about funds. Because right now, like last week on Friday, I discovered that I was being put in a leave of absence status,
Okay.
which means that currently Vincent is making $0.00 an hour
Okay.
for my day job anyway. But what you know what that tells me though? That means I have this barbecue sauce that I've been working on trying to get in the grocery stores. That means I need to hurry up and get on that. That means I need to finish the book that I've been writing for 2 years. I need to
You need to
get
send me
on.
some of that sauce too. We gonna throw some ribs on the
Nigga,
grill.
do you know your PO box zip code yet, nigga?
Oh
He
shit!
don't. See, this is the
So
shit I be
anyway,
talking about.
that's what I was saying.
I get it to you as soon as I can, man.
I've been trying to send it to you for like a month, but you still don't got your
Bro,
zip.
like all I got to do is just leave work, leave my job, and remember that the
Vince,
post.
I'm going.
Remember that the post office right down the street from my job. They can give me my information, and I had the whole printout with the PO box. I've been having the same PO box for the last 10 years, and I changed it because I never make it to that PO box by the house when I get off work. So I had to go to the post office that stay open to midnight by my job and get a PO box there, and I just don't know the damn number to the shit. I don't know the address.
You can't trust people that don't know their P. Vince,
I know my home address. Give him the home address.
That's exactly
He
what
can
I'm
send it
saying.
him.
Like, cause ain't nobody.
I trust Vince at this point. Like, yeah, he can send it to the crib.
So I'll send you. Look, I don't have my whole. I'm still working on mine.
Sure.
So when I send it, it's gonna come with a comment card with an envelope.
It got to be tangy though.
Oh, it's Rich. You gonna like this?
Zesty.
I'm finna send
You gonna like this?
Vince, cause you can't trust Mike.
I don't know. I just hope his barbecue sauce is better than his Wi-Fi connection. We're gonna be all right.
You can't trust somebody. Like seriously.
I know my home address. Don't be saying you can't trust me.
No, I wasn't talking about that.
Oh,
That's
okay.
funny to me. But so I got like a lot of things on a lot of burners that I can just turn the heat up on. I got a mess of side gigs that I can turn up on. I got a bunch of stuff that I can and am now doing so that I can be of some use to the household financially.
Hold on,
Right.
I want to post. I know this your thing, but I just want to post.
You taking over again?
I just want to post Kamari's because Kamari's he support like a motherfucker. I like the fact that him and his son is on the profile pic. That's dope. He said, "Wish I was next to my son's mom right now. She would love to have this conversation. She definitely came through for me, and I don't. I stopped reading right then. I just forgot how to read. I don't. I don't came. I think that's what that threw me off because he said I don't came through. For her, and we're 25, 27. Y'all some youngins, but
young.
I just, you know how much I mean, I know KiKi always like live for the moment, go forward in life. You're still here, but you know how much I would love to just be in my 20s right now.
Listen, I can't go back. I can't listen. I got to.
I know you can't, but imagine if you wake up. Imagine if you wake up and you 23 years old. Like
I don't want to imagine that shit because 23 wasn't a good year for me.
No. I didn't say go back in time.
What I got? What can I break?
I said be in 23 years old and still have everything you got going on right
now.
Knowledge. And everything I got going on right
including the knowledge, including the brain.
Let me be clear. I'm a billionaire. Like seriously, I am.
You just added some more years onto your life. That's
exactly.
But listen, let me address this though, if y'all don't mind.
Go ahead.
Kamari, it sounds to me like you know you got a good woman standing by your side. It sounded to me like you know you got a writer. It sounded to me like you feel like you're not doing enough. So I would ask you what you think you can do to step your game up so she feels like you're doing for her the same way she's doing for you.
That's a really good question, Kamara. I think you should join. You join. I remember you joined Friday, Saturday Night Live.
He commented on our post. He said, I don't know if KiKi was so drunk. I don't know if she remember.
I remember you being there. I absolutely do. I was drunk though, but I was there. I was there mentally.
Danielle, we don't need you in your 20s because you got dang hot and ass at damn in your 30s.
We'll need Danielle.
We'll need Danielle in them 20s, bro.
Danielle didn't know if she was 32 or 33 last week. We can't trust her either.
I'm telling you. Give me them 20s back, boy. I had abs in my 20s, bro. What you talking about?
Listen, I totally believe. Now, I agree with you, Vince. Kamari, you know you fucking over her. Like, go on and step up to the plate. Stop being immature. He fucking over. He just said that baby mama. would appreciate this because he know he did the right shit. Come on, pull yourself together.
I want to agree
Like
with you
seriously.
But,
now, with that being said,
look at your face with the hands.
I don't even know what I was going to say no more.
They are hilarious.
She's about to shut the fuck up.
She gonna say shut the fuck up.
Cut the fuck
cracking
up.
The
cracking
fuck
the
up.
fuck
Remember?
up. Okay,
episode what 19? We had the conversation.
It was maybe so. We've been doing this shit for a long time.
We long in the tooth on this bitch. It's live.
So Vince, I trust that you're gonna get it together. So that's the difference between marrying into ambition. Like I be knowing. Let me be clear. I be knowing that if anything were to happen with me and Mike, he gonna figure something out because he don't want to be that dude that can't take care of his family. He ain't like if I tell him that, if I be like, you ain't taking care of us, he got a whole meltdown going on. What the fuck you mean? Blah blah blah. He take pride in that. It's a lot of people that be like, I can't, it ain't nothing I can do. You know what I'm saying? And there's
always something you can do. It's always something you can do.
It always is. What? Do I have everything for Buffalo dip? Who finna make some Buffalo dip at 10:31? I'm not. I don't even think I ain't got no unthawed chicken. I got everything else, but I don't. And don't you run to the store because I'm not making this shit. He got the potential to be fucked up because he think I'm finna go in here at 10:32 8 p.m. on a Wednesday.
Stomach gonna be bubbling in the morning.
He better DoorDash something because I'm not gonna do that shit. I don't care if I don't sound like a wife right now. I don't give a fuck about that shit. Anyways, I told y'all I got a potty mouth. I be trying to do better, but it sounds better when you can communicate like this. It's intensity to your words. Anyways, Vince, I know you got your family, and I ain't worried about you. Listen, I know that you're gonna be back up.
Listen, I'm gonna just keep it. I'm gonna get a whole $150 with you, real quick. In that bedroom right now, laying down, falling asleep because she gotta get up at 5:30 in the morning, is a woman that I would break my back in half to carry through a fire. I want to be able to do for her so much, and I never want her to be able to look around the room and be like, "Well, my husband don't be doing shit."
Right.
That scares the shit out of me. I don't ever want to be that guy. So it's so much that I only do specifically because I always want her to know that I will do for her.
Right. And that's important because we don't want to look at you like at the end of the day, I do want to take care of myself. It's important that I do for myself. I enjoy doing it. But if I need Mike, I'm going to need him to be there for me. If you tell me that you can't, thin line, that motherfucker flat line too. Because I'm done. Because in my mind, I be thinking to myself, I don't even be needing you for much. So when I ask for something, when I actually build myself up, like, because it be taking to, like, seriously, I be having to have confidence boosters in the mirror. I be sitting in that motherfucker like, KiKi, you can do this shit. You can go, that's your husband. You can do this. Like, I really be on that shit. So if I ask you for something, you say no.
That's hilarious.
Right. So with that being said, I'm not worried about you. You know what I'm saying? Like, real men know what they need to do. And I consider you a real man, Vince. If there's anything I can do to help you, if I can be a if you need a I can't think right now because I don't have one too many shots.
Reference? Is that what you
reference? Yeah, that's what it is. I promise you I won't be a drunk reference. I won't be a drunk reference. I'm gonna build your shit up like you the best thing since ice cream. I ain't playing with you, boy. They'll be hiring you. They'll be hiring you for the VP position. Like let me be clear. If there's anything I can do, seriously, I definitely would. Because I did what type of dude you are. What'd you say, Mike?
I said the best thing you can do is use you as a reference. KiKi be such a dope reference. They be want to hire her motherfucking ass.
I don't be playing.
I'm gonna make some tuna.
But no, I had a job interview yesterday. I have another job interview scheduled Friday. Both of them with the same company that I'm with the same hospital I work at right now. In other departments, they all know that I was put on leave of absence status. They was like, well, listen, if you want, you can come over here. So I got a couple of little job interviews lined up. I got some prospects. I'm not concerned.
You got this.
Since you were on social media, do like all these other scamming ass motherfuckers and start a GoFundMe.
Don't you do that, Vince? I'm not contributing to that.
Bro, I thought about that shit before. I said, you know what?
You thought about a GoFundMe?
If every subscriber gave me $1,
No, absolutely.
I could pay our house off.
We're not taking advantage.
I'm just playing, but I would never do no shit like that. You had a friend that you worked with at one point that would definitely do that.
Absolutely, exactly. So
what happened to Vince?
Vince,
Nothing happened to
Vince.
We can't deal with this.
You were just like this for the longest.
Yeah, I know. So look, let me tell you what I did. I put it up on my phone so I can see me stuttering.
Listen, we're not dealing with your Wi-Fi no more. We love you, Vince, and we finna let you go because you need to.
We finna get out here soon anyway because wifey don't want to make this a Friday night 4 hours.
Don't. But if it's anything that I can do to help Vince, you know I got your back. You stuck right now, so
you like this right here.
Exactly.
Now you like this.
Now you gonna have to do better. Y'all gonna have to move.
He gone. He just left.
All right, so we're gonna wrap this up. Did anybody have any other questions? I'm sure we'll miss a whole bunch of stuff. When you come on here,
premium tuna.
When you come on here, then I always miss my comment.
He said not eczema. Damn, that's all the way back.
Okay, so we good. Did anybody have any other questions before? Because I'm actually not sleepy.
Damn, Riviera.
What happened?
Question. If Mike became disabled and could not work or make money, would you still ride with him?
Absolutely. Ain't nobody finna leave him for that. Like,
let me tell you something right quick that made me think about though.
What?
So this dude said Wi-Fi trash. Mike is manifesting 4 hours for Friday. No.
We're not.
It was a joke, Crystal. It's this dude on YouTube, man. I can't remember his name, but he was like one of the first dudes on one of the wide body Hellcat charges, right? And he's in a wheelchair. Yeah, he's in a wheelchair. He can't walk. And he had a whole bunch of mental things going on to the point where he shot himself. And
thank you, Doofus Network.
He shot himself in the spine some kind of way, and then, you know what I'm saying, he was wanting to kill himself, but he lived and he can't walk.
Right.
And from the waist down, it's nothing. You know what I'm saying? So he actually was with the chick he was with. He's still married and all this stuff like that. And the fact that she just like nothing, don't, from, like I said, from the waist down, we know where the waist at, down don't nothing work for this cat. And she's still stuck in there with him. And I remember they did an episode just being real transparent and talking about how they still have sex and stuff like that. And he don't even really have no sensation, no feeling down there. And it was just like, dang, you know what I'm saying? And she's stuck in there. She's so happy to be with this guy, man. She happily married, like they doing their thing. And I was like, that's a ride or die right there. I mean, that would make me think. And he a fan of my channel too. I went back and forth with him a couple of times. Real cool dude, man. So I don't know. It just made me think about that. And she's a real one, you know what I'm saying? So there's some real ones out there.
Like, seriously, if it might, and I hope that you would feel the same way, but if he got injured or whatever, I'm gonna be right there. Like, seriously,
that's something you can't.
That's my friend. That's the love of my life. Like,
that's a part of life. Stuff happens, man.
What happened? Like, I'm not gonna leave him in that situation. Like,
that's so fucked up. But you know, it's people that do though. You
know,
it's people that do.
I know that there is, because it's a big responsibility. I won't lie, it's a huge responsibility, but you totally worth it.
You know what's crazy?
What?
On you watch 600-pound life. It's dudes that have these fat fetishes and be with these 600-pound, 700, 800-pound women.
Right.
These chicks lose weight and make better from themselves, and the dudes don't want to be with them no more.
Talk about your ass to my goddamn friend. Be like, that motherfucker can't move around. He be getting on my goddamn nerve. But I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna talk about you.
I'm so tired of watching his fat ass.
Right, he be farting and shit, and I got to change the goddamn pampers. He ain't no fucking baby.
Whoa!
I'm gonna need an outlet.
What we talking about, the fat, or we talking about if I get disabled?
If you get disabled, or if you get
that's fucked up. No. Talking about me.
Let me be clear. You get fucking 600 pounds, and that shit is not acceptable. Like, you get 600 pounds.
It's a mental disability. You be watching that shit. You be like, I feel bad for them because that's what they go to food.
I agree. I do feel bad for them. But you got 400 and some pounds before you get to 600 pounds. If you ain't checked into a mental institution to help that shit, I'm not fucking with you now. Now
So
that's
shout out
different.
to A Riviera. He said, I asked because I'm in that situation right now. I've been legally blind for 10 years and my wife has been there for me. That is amazing. That is
Absolutely, a
amazing.
Rivera. Like
That is
seriously, like
amazing.
seriously, and you can find your person like that. Like
Yeah,
seriously,
man. That's
I
dope.
think that you have to got to do right. Like man, like I said, I don't expect perfection. We got to
Jonathan,
stop.
we are not doing 4 hours on Friday. Please, y'all, stop with these 4 hours.
We're not, Jonathan.
Unless we
Hey,
start.
Jonathan.
Unless we start at 8 o'clock. That's the only way we do 4 hours.
I am sleep perfect. You know already. But I'm just saying, like, at the end of the day, like, for real, like, you can't be doing that. Like, seriously, we are not perfect. We're not flawless. Things can happen to us. Like, seriously, that's what y'all need to be focusing on. People that's going to be through you, with you for the ride or die situation. It ain't easy for everybody.
Ben said the way the stories go off track is the funniest thing in the world.
I agree.
I know because I don't know how we got to 600 pounds. I don't know how we got it.
Man, you fuck around and gain 400 now. See, I'm not accepting that shit. Like, that's a choice for real. You don't sit your ass in there and kept eating until you got 600 pounds.
As long
you know what the fuck
as long as I
motherfucker smell like? I'm not.
I don't know. I'm not sure. I want to know, but I know as long as I'm getting up and going to work every day, I ain't gonna gain that much weight because I don't have time to gain that much weight. You got to be a sitting around the house motherfucker to gain that much weight, man.
You better not gain 400 pounds.
I better keep working then.
You better do something.
I can imagine because all this binge worthy ass shit. Somebody gave me a whole list of shows that I can watch, like between Netflix, Amazon, Hulu, HBO, and all that stuff. And I was like, dude, all I need is some snacks and these shows.
Get 600 pounds.
Some pussy. Some yams.
You ain't gonna be able to, because let me be clear.
I'm gonna be just like your boy. I'm gonna be just like your boy.
Behind that 600 pounds.
Just like hidden penis you used to fuck with back in the day.
I'm sorry. I'm not even finna negotiate with you.
He was like, oh, you trying to negotiate with him? You humping trying to find it.
I came into the situation. I wasn't trying to enable him. I'm not enabling you.
It's all right that you ain't got no dick. It's okay.
I didn't know that it wasn't that. Listen, this was at KiKi questions and answers. We're not finna go here with Mike. We not. He done came and jumped in here.
I'll change the subject real quick. Look at these. These are so cute. Look at these slippers. These is hardly. They still down here for some reason. Christmas slippers. But
they was too big for
with the whole Grinch, and they kept sliding off.
3 adults.
I wish we would have recorded the part when they kept sliding off her feet.
And she was like, they
just keep, and she wanted to keep them on so bad. Her big ass feet are growing. Anyway,
my baby was size 5 in adults.
No, she don't.
She got the biggest feet. I ain't never.
Harley's a size 12C.
I ain't never seen no kid with feet that big at her height. Like,
well, apparently she got a long thumb toe. If anybody was in the line,
that's because
KiKi say thumb toe.
It is
not big toe. KiKi say thumb toe.
Y'all ain't seen no feet on Mike. You don't ruin my goddamn kid with them big ass feet. Listen, any more questions? Let me make sure I ain't missed anything because I am more tipsy. I got to do a whole training.
Don't start this
tomorrow at 2.
I got eggs boiling.
I don't even know how I'm gonna get through this because I need to sleep this well to be able to get up and do that.
Dude, I got to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning to go to work.
Why was you drinking? You trying to get fired?
I ain't drinking nothing else. That's my.
I'm not gonna deal with that.
I'm making some tuna. It's gonna absorb it.
Tuna ain't gonna absorb nothing. You need some bread. Go on and eat the bread so I can win.
Tuna fish salad sandwich. I'm good on it.
You need some.
No, you gonna win because you gave me some 45 per slice calorie bread. We in there.
I be trying to.
We in there.
Looking out for you.
Whole grain.
I don't drink more than this tequila than I needed to tonight. You trying to ruin me? Listen, y'all.
Get off this live. You'll stop drinking.
Let me be clear with y'all what I did. So
feet, thumb toe.
So I was doing some research because I was like, I gotta win this challenge.
Oh Lord, they said Harley feet sliding on her shoes because I can't keep slides on either.
That might be true.
Oh my God.
So I had bought some Tito's vodka and I had bought this little lime juice or whatever because Tito's don't have no calories, no carbs. You know, I be doing low carb, trying to beat Mike. My ass was outside smoking and I dumped my goddamn smoke into my damn Tito's. So this afternoon, I got real flustered. The ash.
Smoke?
The ash.
Okay.
I got real flustered and I was like, babe, I need to get a drink. So I go outside and I go ahead and pour me a drink and I start drinking the shit and it tastes like nothing but smoke. Ash.
You drunk the ash?
No, I spit it out. But now I'm doing this shit and it done reset everything that I done did. I ain't gonna be able to drink Friday. I'm gonna be boring as shit.
Bruh. I ain't lost no more weight this week either.
I lost 3 pounds this week. I'm up to 8 pounds. I'm finna beat you. I've
catching
been working
up
out
with me.
every day.
I'm at.
I mean, like, look, no, look a
I'm
little
at-
bit more thin,
hold
but
on,
look,
hold on.
you see the little neck
I'm
bone.
at. Yeah, you catching up with me because I'm still at 9 pounds.
Listen, I'm finna beat you.
I'm still at
I'm
9
beating
pounds.
you. You're not finna
And,
take me.
then I'm finna go ahead and eat some of that tuna fish.
So let me be clear. If neither one of us hit 20 pounds at least, we ain't gotta pay the other person, right? Because I'm trying to pay for my slumber party.
Still gotta be. I'm paying for that goddamn slumber party.
You are?
Yes, but that was
I
my
ain't
birthday.
know.
That's my birthday gift to you. We had the conversation already.
I mean, but you ain't gave me nothing yet, so I ain't know.
You ain't gave me how much you done spent
I
on
don't
it yet.
spent like $3,000-$4,000 already.
I'm gonna call you out your name.
I mean, it's my 39th. It got to be the most.
It's not the 40th.
It got to be the 40th.
So what the 40th is gonna be?
About 10, 12.
We gonna be the fuck out of here. I hope.
Out of this house?
Not out of life. Not dead.
What you mean?
Yeah, in another country.
Oh, absolutely. Just me and you, or can I bring everybody? Because we ain't been nowhere in a long time. So.
You can bring everybody. I don't give a fuck. By that time, we go somewhere. I'm everybody get to go.
He said, "Keep man." Listen,
I'm gonna lose some more, but man,
Listen,
it been rough this week, man.
This has been an exciting time. I won't even lie. Like seriously, I have 2-week cycles. It's been a great time to challenge each other. I don't know that either one of us are going to meet the 20-pound obligation or whatever, but
I'm definitely gonna get 10 because I ain't got one more away from that.
What we can commit to is the fact that we're gonna keep trying.
Boosie said, "Have we ever tried intermittent fasting?" That's how I'm losing my weight.
That's what Mike.
That's literally how I'm losing my weight right
I'm
now.
not gonna starve. I be hungry.
No, I'm gonna fucking be at work dreaming about food all day, and I eat one meal today. Intermittent fasting is just an eating window. One meal a day is it's a whole completely different day. It's way harder, but today I'm doing intermittent fasting.
Wait.
Two meals within an 8-hour window.
Wait, we got 5 more minutes because I'm ending this at 2 hours. Bootsy, babe, she reached out to us and she wanted to make.
AG, no the fuck we ain't paying for nobody.
No. You're not gonna interrupt me.
I'm just saying, AG talking
not
about
on my live.
Talking about is we gonna pay for everybody shit? No, for the trip. No.
We ain't
everybody pay for their own shit.
We playing for Danielle and Travis. That's it.
They won.
That's it. Listen, Bootsy actually got a dope. Like the Bootsy, when you get an opportunity, can you please, it's a she. Can you please drop your information?
Her name is Bootsy?
Yes. That's not her real name, but she might not want everybody to know her real name.
Okay.
Listen, she reached out and she wanted to make these floor mats for us or whatever, like for our front doors, house mats or whatever. You need to go check on them. So freaking dope. They got sneakers on her. She got so many different things.
She don't want the floor mat.
She is or whatever. So I got
fire.
I got 3 of them from her or whatever, and we definitely gonna show it on the video because it's so dope. Even the pictures that she actually sent. So if you could please drop your link or whatever, y'all go check out her stuff. It's super dope. If you're into sneakers, which a lot of y'all are, she can definitely accommodate or do even custom things or whatever. I got something that was a little bit more custom because I got a little sister that be popping up over here unannounced. I'm gonna need her to know I see your ass on the camera. And this is why I'm not answering. Anywho, y'all definitely support good Black business. You know what I'm saying? She does her thing or whatever, and we'll be happy to show the product when she get over here. The Doofus Network, thank you so much for your donation. We really appreciate y'all. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. And I did see your comment that this is your first live and you'll be back. This ain't got nothing on Friday nights. Like we have a great ass time on Friday nights. I be trying to be serious on Wednesday. So I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all so much for even being who got this person is KiKi. I don't know what you're talking about, Dre Day. I appreciate y'all because honestly, this was very impromptu. I had a guest and she wasn't able to make it. And so I just had to show up because I can't keep telling y'all over and over that I'm coming every 2 weeks. I almost feel like I owe y'all something next week because I didn't come with something this week. But this has been fun. This has been really, really good. Jordan, I don't know how to get your comment down. I ain't even mean to put it up there. Just let us know when I'm ready to travel now, but I'm gonna need to get, I ain't gonna lie to you. It's like some people I know that got COVID right now, and I ain't really feeling that. Like I'm not sure how that's gonna react in my body. So I'm really, like I'm a little bit scared. I ain't even gonna lie. I got a birthday party tomorrow night that I'm supposed to be showing up to, and I think I'm gonna send her a gift and tell her that I can't make it because I be scared. Like I don't be trusting all people. Let's see. Did I miss the trip talk? No, you didn't miss the trip talk. Like I'm not like seriously with all of these other variants showing up or whatever. I really want like literally when I say y'all, I have put my heart into this trip to Jamaica. I really have. Everything is in a postponed type of situation right now because I haven't, of course, I've only made certain number of payments or whatever. I don't know who really wants to go, but more than anything, I really want us to be able to be happy and safe. You know what I'm saying? So really not comfortable with putting everything together. So we might have to wait a little bit, but we definitely gonna do something. We're doing a Rich's trip. Everybody is invited, whoever want to go, except a couple of people. Huh? I don't know, like 10 minutes. I think you probably good now, but 5 more minutes won't hurt. Good night, Crystal. We definitely will be back on Friday Night Live. Please, Bootsy, y'all place the order with her. She got some dope stuff. I mean, quality. Her customer service has been absolutely amazing. Like I said, we're gonna do a video or whatever and show you what we get. You know what I'm saying? Like she, like seriously, is super dope. And I'm not just saying that just because, like y'all know, I don't fool with folks if they can't keep up with that quality. If that customer service be off, y'all know I be flaky as shit. So yeah, definitely check out her site. Look at her IG account or whatever. It's a lot of stuff that apply. So y'all do that. If nobody had any more questions, I'm gonna wait for Mike to come back to be able to say bye because he interrupted my live. But I deserve it because I jumped on his the other day.
I mean, I elevated your shit.
You elevated it. You ain't elevated nothing. What you mean? You took what to another level? Come say bye to these folks before you start messing up that tuna.
Your life didn't even dream of being on that fucking level.
Yeah, what? Y'all see how y'all this? Mike is narcissistic. That was what my subject was about, and I want to tell y'all that I was married to somebody that was narcissistic too. But
I got narcissistic cop too.
You got narcissistic cop? Let me see it.
Anyway,
let me see it.
I put that motherfucker out and demonetize the whole goddamn situation.
You pull your dick out. Go ahead. Go ahead. Let me see you do it. Let me see you.
Shut the fuck up.
No. You got so much to say. Go ahead. Anyway. Don't be having me pull my let me be clear, because it's the cleanest thing we do all week.
Why are you talking so hard?
Because
it's 2 hours.
Get me out here before it go bad.
Anyway, we love y'all.
We do. I appreciate y'all supporting me. Thank y'all so much. I'm going to come up with a subject, and I'm going to ask if y'all want to join me for any Let Me Be Clear panels. I do know how to get off. I'm telling them. Y'all want to join me for any Let Me Be Clear panels? I got a couple of subjects that's coming up.
You said, whoa there, buddy. Trust me, I ain't showing no penis on this.
He better not, because that's going to be
we gotta go.
I got to tell them the next couple of things that I have on my thing. Like, you're not. No. Stay right there, because that tuna fish ain't going to die.
It's already dead. The eggs is boiling though.
I got a couple of questions that's coming up, or a couple of topics that I want to talk about. So y'all let me know if y'all want to join. Why did I get married? One of my favorites is, and this is what I really want to know. Being alone doesn't make you lonely. That's a huge. That is a huge topic. Being alone doesn't make you lonely. I need some participants for that conversation. You know what I'm saying? I also want to talk about fears or whatever, because a lot of times we hold ourselves back for fears. Like, listen, all I'm trying to do is help us grow and learn and be better than we was yesterday. It's not going to happen overnight. I'm not perfect. I'm not asking to be. I'm having a lot of these conversations for my own benefit, but I want y'all to be able to join me. I also want to know the social media's impact on relationship and communication. So any of these topics, or if you have any other topics, please reach out to me on the Rich's Vlogs, and let me know, because these are on Instagram, because these are things that we need to be able to discuss. So again, I appreciate y'all showing up for me. I appreciate y'all participating, even when y'all knew I was unorganized. I love y'all so much, and we will definitely see y'all on Friday night.
That's it.
Mike ready to go. He is Dre Day Kids. Ain't nobody even asked his ass to join.
You said we gonna wait. Mike come back to say bye.
I just wanted you to say bye.
I love y'all. Bye. We out of here.
See y'all later.